Hello everyone, welcome on into another NGS game here tonight. Tonight with me though, I have our wonderful co-host Raka.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We are here in the C West Coastal Finals, here late on a Monday evening. Hopefully everyone's doing pretty well.
How are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing fine, although I overbooked myself like crazy. I said I would be meeting I said I would be meeting Gimme at like 10 o'clock, and then at like 10:15 I'm like, oh my god, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thankfully I had basically everything set up, so we're good. But all right, before we get straight into the map view, I just want to say, Lich Queen, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Start a little early, but it's okay because now we're here. We're here now. And let's go straight into the map view. Oop, hold on. There it is. All right. So, friendly reminder, this is the finals in the C West division, so we do have a best of 5 tonight. You want to go through what ICC banned for me?
If I can remember it.
How do you you don't write it down? Okay, I got it for you. So ICC Valkyrie went ahead and banned both Sky Industry and Sky Temple, while ReGen Divine went ahead and banned Ultrix Pass and my favorite, Towers of Doom, RIP. And then ICC Valkyries took map pick, and they got Braxis, Raka's favorite map here.
Yeah, I'm really excited, but I've got to tell you, man, ReGen Divine did not have everything together. First of all, they tried to go ahead and get rid of Alterac, what did they call it?
Valley.
Yeah, they were like, oh, we want to ban Alterac Valley. I'm like, that's not a map. And then they get rid of Towers of Doom. Like, how do you have a best of 5 without Towers of Doom in it? I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
I couldn't agree more. Very illegal. Minus 10 points to ReGen Divine.
So we do go and have, as mentioned, we're going to Braxis Holdout. I really like this map. I actually saw ReGen Divine play it yesterday, and so in the interview they did mention that because was this their pick or was this Valkyrie's pick?
This was Valkyrie's pick.
That's what I thought, because Divine said that they don't really know how to play this map, so they're just kind of very chaotic, but they rotate like crazy on this map. You will see them in both lanes. They do not do the old, like, okay, we have the 4-man and the, like, solo lane, and that's just, eventually we control both points. They're like, nope, we are all over the map. It's not that big. It's a little bit larger than Tomb of Spider Queen, but we're just going to end up in both lanes. You're never safe on this map, so we should expect to see ReGen Divine moving everywhere.
Definitely. I didn't get to catch the game last night, so I'm curious to see how they play. I did cast ICC Valkyries last game, their semifinals game, and they did phenomenal that game. So I have a really good feeling we're gonna have a 5 game here. I don't think it's gonna be 3-0. I think it's gonna be a 3-2 game here.
I certainly hope so. I did not overbook myself in order to come here and be out in 3 games. I cast 3-game series all the time. This is finals. Let's make it special.
Exactly. I mean, listen, we already have ReGen Divine messing up the best of 5 by taking out Towers of Doom, but maybe they'll make it up to us by letting us have a 5 match here.
Certainly hope that that's what we see. With big question when we get into Braxis Holdout, obviously, as we mentioned, the solo lane is important for when you are actually fighting over it. We see a lot of priority onto heroes like Rexar and other duelist heroes like Artanis or Sonya. We also do see a lot of priority onto global heroes like Brightwing or Falset, who can just basically, they rotate, but they don't really rotate. It's more like they teleport, more or less.
That's true.
Well, that's the thing. Normally, when you rotate, you'll disappear, and then your allies will be like, yeah, we only see 3 of them, but this person's not there. So you get like a 20-second heads up that the person's getting out there, but then all of a sudden, like, Brightwing is just, oh, you get a little bit of twinkling around the guy, and there's 2 of them.
It's like, surprise! I do want to go over. So ICC Valkyrie and ReGen Divine did go against each other. It was their first game of NGS season. They played against each other, and ReGen Divine did take it 2-0. They played on Cursed Hollow and Infernal Shrines. So I'm curious to see if they're gonna play those two maps again as well. Man, that was a while ago. February 6th. Wow.
They were talking actually in the lobby before the game began that like this was, as you said, the first game, and when it first got together, Yotox didn't even know how to make a map. So they've definitely both grown a long way since then.
Yes, definitely. He has learned now. Yoda has learned. But
So it
all right.
Does look like one of our teams is ready. We do have we are ready as well. Believe it or not, we don't just like to sit here to hear the sounds of our own voices, though they are lovely.
Very lovely. One day we should just do like an ASMR NGS game.
Have you ever seen those where someone will like take a pause the game and just take a really, really cinematic screenshot? Like by zooming in weird ways? It's kind of like that, only with sound.
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
They'll pause in the middle of a team fight and just like
Okay.
with fully blown graphics and just like actually stop and look at the visuals that usually just pass us by and we don't even really pay attention to.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen that. Huh. I need to learn that. I need to look at that. That sounds fun. But all right, we are finally getting the draft started, and here we go.
Do have ReGen Divine taking first pick and first ban because that is what they wanted. We'll have to see what they get rid of. We'll have to see if we have the emphasis on the solo lane, or is this going to be more of the like anti-tank meta? Because we do, I'm not gonna say the tanks are overpowered, but typically when in the ban phase, I see tanks and sometimes healers banned out more than anyone else.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely tanks and healers are always banned out. I wouldn't be shocked if Stukov and Rhaegar, or sorry, not Rhaegar, Stukov and Joanna aren't banned here. Those are the two popular bans right now. You know, it used to be Joanna and Rhaegar, but now it's Joanna and Stukov, and I couldn't agree more. Stukov's super powerful.
Yeah, Stukov is basically the Anubarak of healers, where Anubarak just likes to go in and be like, hey, you don't get to play the game for a while, and Stukov's like, hold my beer.
Yeah, basically. But it looks like ReGen Divine going ahead with the first ban of Blaze. Blaze has been a very popular hero lately as well. Raka, do you like playing Blaze?
Well, I'm an offlaner, so yes, but I don't play him. I do see him more as a tank any more than an offlaner, so I don't get him very often. But I do like, and speaking of offlaner, we do have the Dahaka being banned out. Definitely not going to have any sneaky dinosaurs showing up for the 4-man to turn into a 5-man.
I like that, sneaky dinosaurs.
Sneaky dinosaur.
Who else do you think they're going to get banned? Maybe a Brightwing ban here. Brightwing is a global and would be, like you said earlier, doing really well on this map. So if they don't ban a Stukov, maybe a Brightwing. But no, instead they ban a Lucio. All right. Interesting ban there.
Now that to me says that ReGen Divine is playing a very, very heavy engage comp. They do not want high five around in order to interrupt their like heavy lockdown. So we might see things like the Anubarak or like an Imperius or someone with just a very, very, very reliable and long-term stun.
So Dark Knight in the chat said Cho'Gall. But instead, we do get the Anubarak ban, so no Anubarak pick for ReGen Divine.
So yeah, that is, apparently they were listening to me, which is impressive because they literally can't.
I know, I'm like, I know I have the stream delay on, they can't hear you.
Quick check Discord, make sure they didn't sneak back into the channel.
Right? Little cheaters over there. No, just kidding. But we do have ReGen Divine going in with a Junkrat pick. Junkrat, once again, also being a very strong character this season. Maybe a Junkrat Stitches combo here. Stitches hook right into a Junkrat trap. That's very powerful there.
That is, it's basically the 2-man Stukov.
True.
It is very good. The other good thing that Junkrat does for you is that his mine, if you leave it, can just about completely shut down the point. So if they're trying to take the point from you, they have to stand on the mine, and that just opens them up for a lot of follow-up. But we do go and have, actually, surprisingly enough, ICC Valkyries taking both their DPS first and foremost.
I like the Vala pick here. I like the Vala Tassadar combo here. Wall it off, and then Vala being able to charge in and using her Q and W. But we do have ReGen Divine picking out a Gray Mane and a Murden here. Ooh. I like this. I like both sides so far. I know there's not much, but
So yeah, we do have a very, very, very lockdown from Junkrat or displacement, and then of course Greymane just goes ham and then eats ham, because if you get close to him and you're out of position at all, he will eat your face off. But then the safe damage from Tassadar, as well as the not letting you retreat, there's a lot of possibilities here.
All right, so yeah, the Rhaegar ban here, which I'm kind of surprised of, because I wouldn't expect a Rhaegar pick here. I would expect ReGen Divine to pick a Stukov here, because that would be very powerful with their comp right here. We do have Dark Knight saying Abba, Samuro, and Varian. That's a good combo, Abba, Samuro, but I don't think on this map it'd be that well.
Yeah, it depends. But I do think there's a lot better. Plus, the other big problem you have is with Abba on this map. Like, Abba gets a lot of value by being able to side soak, which doesn't happen on this map. So
that's true.
Like, not to say he can't be played. I've seen him played. I've seen him played well. This just isn't his best map.
I've been playing Abathur a lot lately and just been grinding on him. And that sounds horrible. I've been grinding Heroes of the Storm, playing Abathur a lot. And yeah, I could definitely, Brax's Holdout, not a good map for Abathur. It can happen, but not a good map. But it doesn't matter, because so far we do have ReGen Divine banning out the Diablo, and then ICC Valkyrie chose as their healer Whitemane, and as their tank an ETC.
So I'm contractually obligated to go, I love Whitemane so much. She's like my spirit animal when it comes to Here's the Storm. And yes, we do have the Rexar, yes!
And
what's
the
going to do?
Brightwing. So there's that Brightwing pink you were talking about earlier, going for ReGen Divine. Is there going to be a Stukov pick here? Because both teams would have been really good with Stukov. So, oh no, there's not going to be, because they have Whitemane. Interesting. I'm very curious to see why they wouldn't go Stukov.
Well, I mean, Whitemane is one of the best team fight-based healers in the game. She struggles with mana, but in terms of a hard engage, especially with that Greymane, Whitemane can keep your entire team topped off for a short period of time. Ooh, Sonya into Rhaegar.
Yeah.
Sonya into Rexar, I don't love that. A good Rexar player will just shut down the whirlwinds continually, and Sonya can't heal.
Definitely. Yeah, I do like Whitemane. Just, you don't see her play that often anymore. She hasn't been played often. I know that's why the HOTS devs, they went and buffed her recently, because they want to see more Whitemane, and I can't remember who the other character was. So I'm glad they did buff her.
Oh, I very much am as well. She's always been my favorite healer, even though I can't play her for anything.
I feel that too. I like her aesthetic, but I cannot play her to save my life. Like, if my team's hands were in my fate and I had to play Whitemane, we're doomed.
So we do go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get a prediction up. By the time you're hearing it, it's already there because it started 30 seconds ago. But make sure to put your points where your mouth is and tell us who you think is going to win this match.
Who do you think is going to win this match, Raka?
If I had to take a guess, I do like ReGen Divine a little bit. It's tough. The 4-man, I kind of prefer the side from ICC Valkyries, but Rexar's my go-to on this map, so I have to vote for him.
I kind of agree with you. Even though I'm meta ReGen Divine, I kind of agree with you. I do like their draft a lot better. Well, do you want to introduce ICC Valkyrie for me?
Absolutely. We do go ahead and have, on the blue side of the battlefield, Waterlong is playing the Whitemane and doing a little spastic dance. We do have Valkyrie is going to be on the Vala, Slice playing ETC, Desindrum, if that's how you pronounce that, on Tassadar. And we do go ahead and have Valk Slays on Sonya up in the top lane.
All right, over here on the right side in the top lane, we have Yoda as Brightwing. We have Rift as Greymane. PP Wallow as, is he a Rexar? ETC, I can't tell. And I'll just bring this up. PP Wallow is Murden, and then I can't even finish this because there's already a fight up top with a possible death. No, oh, there it is. Brightwing killing out that Sonya, but there goes Misha. Misha going down, and Rift on the Greymane getting pretty low at 190 health. And real quick, the Junkrat down bottom, Wafflecopter. Vala, what is this Vala doing?
Yeah, we do go and have, surprisingly enough, we do have a kill versus a counter kill. Everyone is pushing in right now. We do go and have a lot of action going back and forth. Waterlong trying to get Tassadar back up. Sonya is arriving back in the top lane to try and hold this off.
Did you see that Vala in the bottom right? How did that Junkrat not see and go after her? Maybe he saw her and just was like, nah, I don't feel like going after her.
Here's the thing, Junkrat, great hero, really, really like them, but not the best at object permanence.
That's true, that's true. Well, ReGen Divine going in with a strong start though, already getting the front wall on the top fort down and getting a lot of pretty good damage onto this fort as well as they start rotating down to start their siege camp, and ETC kind of trying to see where they're at.
So yeah, both teams are moving back and forth. They are trading objectives. Misha gonna go, nope, Misha's not gonna get the top one. Get back on there. Lazy bear.
Misha's going in there, man. All right, we do have ReGen Divine over here on the right side taking their bruiser camp now. So really close onto these camps, neck and neck. I think that's a big thing on this map as well is, you know, your micro. Make sure you get these camps right back and forth so you can constantly get them and keep a good push, keep going.
So yep, we do have the camps. Camps are actually in a really good position for ReGen Divine. A lot of damage onto Slice. We do have Wallow leaping forward, but not going to quite get that kill. But yeah, the Goliaths were behind the wall and just tearing into the cow. If anyone wasn't sure what happens whenever you have machine guns going up as a cow, yeah, machine guns win. However, up top, we do have a gank. It didn't even look like it was an assistant gank. That's just what I'm talking about with Rexar kind of having an advantage against Sonya. And we actually have a 2-level lead for ReGen Divine so far.
Yeah, ReGen Divine taking that top fort like it's nothing, and now stealing ICC Valkyrie's bruiser's camp as IC Valkyrie stays down bottom, clearing it out. But Tassadar, very low, 40 health from that Junkrat, doing so much damage.
Yeah, and I swear, also ReGen Divine didn't really like this map, and we're just kind of very chaotic and very rotation heavy, and you are seeing it right here. They're just like, you know what? If we just end the map really fast, we don't have to play it.
I couldn't agree more. Whitemane here might get a gank here. It looks like she's gonna go down, and she does go down. Slice, they're not gonna chase after Slice. He's gonna be fine. He'll live. It doesn't seem like ReGen Divine wants to hard push onto these people, as we saw the Vala get away. ETC got away. Well, ETC getting booped away, but he was able to get away. Vala getting very low though.
Slice is in a lot of trouble. He's going to slide out, try and get out of here. It looks like she will survive. Just barely got down to about 300 health.
And we do have level 7s up for ReGen Divine as ReGen Divine continues holding control for the objective. Never mind, Slice is taking it back. And let's see how ReGen Divine goes in and try to take it back from them. Murden onto the ETC. ETC Polymorph very low. Junkrat doing lots of damage. Rift though, he's getting really low onto the Tassadar. Tassadar is not going to go down yet because Greymane is going to go down. And it looks like ICC Valkyrie, they're going to have to back up just a little bit. Oh, up top. We didn't even see that. Sonya got down as well. Rexar just destroying the Sonya.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the Sonya picked into Rexar, I'm like, oh, that is not... Generally speaking, there are 2 offlaners that are considered really, really good into Rexar, and Sonya is neither of them.
I couldn't agree more with that. It's going to be a little tough for ICC Valkyrie and the Sonya. She's going to have to try to play safer than normal, but Rexar rotating down bottom. This is going to be a 6v4. I say 6 because Misha counts as a hero. And there goes the stun onto the ETC. Junkrat using his bombs again. He's just throwing out damage. So much damage coming from this Junkrat.
All right, Valkyries is here, charging into this. We have a lot of damage to the Willow. Willow tried to jump out, but didn't get stopped. There is Sonya. Sonya is just whirlwinding. We have Junkrat being taken out. Rift very, very low and having to back off, but the Zerg wave is pushing down top, unopposed right now.
Yeah, fine. Junkrat able to finally get down. This might be maybe a turnaround for ICC Valkyrie, as they do have 3 people rotating top to clear out the Zerg. Oh, Slice getting a little bit of trouble there. He's getting stuns from this Misha. Misha really did a lot of damage, but no, Misha! She is down. Whitemane healing up that ETC. Like you said earlier, Raka, during the draft, Whitemane pretty OP.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a mana issue. Cannot handle a sustained fight, but if you actually try and dive into a Whitemane, you're going to be in a lot of trouble and a lot of sadness.
All right, Zergs have been completed out, but ReGen Divine's still getting a good amount of value out of this. They're able to get the bottom wall here, and up top they were able to get the top wall as well. So not too bad, not too much, but a good amount of value there.
Would you go ahead and have Wolo got stunned for just a second? Misha's going a little bit. Okay, just going to pull the poor bear back. I'm like, quit just running the bear into a whole group of people.
Poor
Peter?
Misha. No. It looks like ICC Valkyrie was starting onto the Bruiser camp here, but they backed off, and now they're on the Siege camp. They're taking ReGen Divine's Siege camp. Are they going to come back for this Bruiser camp? No, they're going to back off because ReGen Divine is an inch away from hitting level 10, and there it is.
Yep, looking at our ults, we do have ReGen Divine picking up Riptire, Blink Heal, Unleash the Boar's Cursed Bullet, and Avatar. These are still managed to maintain their about 1 level lead, and they're getting kind of be bullying right now. They know their opponents do not have their heroic tier talents, and they're just like, okay, we own this game right now, at least for the next level.
Exactly. Sonya is on their Siege camp, trying to get maybe a little more XP and try to help out with the push. But ETC going in there onto the stun, a wall from the Tassadar. Here comes Riptire in. Slice getting really low, a stun, and there's the Greymane onto the Slice. But he's able to get out of there. Greymane getting really low, but Brightwing's able to heal him out. Tassadar is going. Is he going to lift this, or is Misha going to die here? Misha, no, man. R.I.P. Misha. As ReGen Divine is going to go ahead and back out of that fight. They are still 2 levels ahead, or almost 2 levels ahead in XP.
Yep, we're almost at level 10 on the side of ICC Valkyries. Sonya is moving up top, but there's a lot. Sonya's going to be in a lot of trouble here. Here comes a big collapse. Rift sees this. Sonya is backing off very, very quickly.
Yeah, it looks like she should be fine here. Level 10s do come up for ICC Valkyrie. We do have Reign of Vengeance, we have Mosh Pit, we have Divine Reckoning. Oh, hold on, there's a fight. Misha, no, don't die again. All right, Misha's fine. I got scared for a second there. We do have Archon, and finally, oh, Wraith of Berserker. No leap coming from this Sonya. I'm actually pretty interesting there. Most Sonyas, they do go leap, so interesting.
Yep, it does look like this Sonya is like, you know what? Leap is not necessarily going to help her kill the Rexar that much. It's a very, very long cooldown, and then he can mostly just back off. So she's like, I need to be able to have staying power. I need to go ahead and be able to get rid of this bear when I'm fighting it. And then when the actual fight happens, then it's going to be, because the ETC is a relatively squishy tank comparison, they want to just be able to contribute a lot more and stay a lot longer.
I like that, yeah. Yeah, especially right now, ICC Valkyrie isn't really winning the team fights all that much, so Leap will not help them. They need to get Vala. Vala needs to get some more stacks here for her Creative Hunter.
Yeah, that's actually one thing to point out is the Creed of the Hunter, because I've seen Vala come inches away from death like 3 times. And that is, of course, the Gambit talent. So if the Junkrat just followed up on that Vala, just imagine what we could have started.
Exactly. That's why I was kind of shocked that Junkrat didn't chase after her. But Misha going down again. How many deaths is Misha gonna have this game?
Yeah, keep in mind, every Misha death is only worth a quarter death, but at this point, we're up to a full hero, I think.
I think we are. Let's look. Can I see? Let's see. 1.25.
So, I don't think Rexar's actually died, so that means Misha's died
So
5 times.
Oh no. Poor Misha. Caster math. Poor Misha.
I'm a little bit worried. We do have ICC Valkyries are maintaining control of the bottom lane, but they're not getting the soak. They are still about a level behind, and that's only going to get worse. They do okay, so he is moving up to the top of the map.
Yep, Sonya finally moving up top. Greymane is up there as well, so I'm curious to see if Greymane's going to try fighting the Sonya up. I'm going to look up there. Sonya's going to straight back off.
Yeah, Sonya actually avoided the cursed bullet. That really, really, really favors her in holding this point, because that is the big engage from Greymane.
Greymane and Sonya rotating both down bottom. Here comes a Murden onto Sonya. Sonya stunned Brightwing on her. This is a 4v1. I think Sonya's going to go down here, and she does.
Yep, Sonya went ahead and tried to rotate into the Greymane, but the problem is Greymane was like keeping track of her. It's like, okay, she's coming right here. It's sort of like when you try and run from the cops and more cops show up. Not that I would know.
Oh, Rock, you kill me. You kill me. And ICC Valkyrie loses their top 4 due to minions. Vala is up there soaking it out. This is a 3v6 here, down bottom with Favor 2. ReGen Divine, ETC booped out, but Wallow got really low there. But this Vala's getting stuck. Misha body blocking her, or not Walla, Whitemane.
I was so confused for a second. I'm like, Vala's in space?
I see a tiny human woman on my screen in white. They look a little bit similar from this distance, you know?
Well, what's actually funny is you did that, and for a split second I was like, am I on the 30-second delay? And then I'm like, wait, that isn't how this works at all.
Yes, you're on the delay too. I only know who wins. Oh, ETC going down from ReGen Divine's Zerg here. Zerg getting 67% coming out from ICC Valkyries, while ReGen Divine has 100%. And man, ETC just got caught up right into it. But there goes another Misha death. Do I need to start keeping tallies of how many times does Misha die?
Poor Misha. The really sad thing is that we don't care when the cow dies, only the bear. What is wrong with us?
The cow's part human though. He can talk and stuff. He's got morals and ethics. Misha's just Misha.
So once again, I have to ask, why are we more concerned with the thing with morals and ethics dying than the one that doesn't?
Because it's like, you know, like when a cat dies, everyone's sadder that the cat is dead than like a human is, I guess. Like if some random person that I don't know died. Hold on a second. We got a fight here. Misha getting half health, but Murden in the middle of 4 of ICC Valkyrie, but Brightwing is able to heal him up. And I think Misha's just gonna die again. There's the Riptire getting Tassadar and Whitemane half health. Junkrat is hitting this Whitemane out. And there goes Murden, also Whitemane stun, and there she goes. And this Sonya is gonna go down as well. Are they gonna get this ETC? ETC using his Mosh, Tassadar trying to get some hits on him, but Tassadar is gonna go down, and so will the ETC. And this is gonna go in the favor of ReGen Divine. And it looks like, I can't tell if they're gonna try to get this bruiser camp or push top, or I guess they're gonna do both here.
It's one of those. Vala did finish the second stack of her gambit at the cost of her entire team.
Hey, her team can't be mad. She got her stacks, and she's getting a lot of damage onto that Murden. Wow.
I mean, yeah, she actually has not died yet, so she's still getting the extra 25% attack speed, and you know, the hatred means she does more damage. So they actually do. The core dose goes to 99%, but they are going to push this back, not really suffer any core damage. That's one of those things that when you get it, and they're just like, oh, that's just like light wear and tear. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Full price.
It's okay.
But it does look like we got ReGen Divine on the bots right now.
They are. ICC Valkyrie is still below two levels, so this is gonna be a hard fight for them as Vala gets unstoppable, but she's pretty low. Misha might die here. There's the Riptire got stopped. Boars were used. Boss is ready to be grabbed, and ReGen Divine is gonna grab it as Sonya goes down, and there goes the Vala.
First Gambit stack is lost on the Vala, and here is the chase down. They're running in, Murden into the backline. We do have Slice going ahead and once again managed to get a nice mosh pit, but everyone else is in full retreat, so it's just a little dance break, not an actual kill fest.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to save his teammates, say, go, leave me, I sacrifice myself for you. But I think this honestly might be GG here. Junkrat, we're getting pretty low though. Maybe Tass and Whitemane can hold this off. I don't know, Whitemane looks like she's about to go down, and she does, and so does the Tassadar. So this looks like this first game is gonna go to the favor of ReGen Divine. Ooh, but we do have Vala and Sonya coming on in here. Corey's only at 70%. They might be able to actually hold this off. Let's see. Vala goes down, and nope, Sonya goes down.
GG is called by Arch Valley. I agree. Oh, Willow?
Ooh.
Willow goes down to 126 health.
Willow and even Rift at 418. Oh my goodness, they got pretty low there. Oop. Whoop. Looking wrong things over here. All right, let's go over some stats. Over here on the blue side, we do have ICC Valkyrie. In the red, we have ReGen Divine. ICC Valkyrie and ReGen Divine pretty neck and neck on siege damage. Tassadar doing 87,000 damage, while Junkrat does 86,000. Hero damage, we do have Tassadar at 53,000 and Junkrat at 64. Vala only was able to do 32,000, which kind of shocked about actually. She did get her Gambit pretty late into the game and lost it almost after she got it. So that was unfortunate. In the healing division, we do have Whitemane with 74,000 and Brightwing at 89,000. Self-healing, 15,000 coming from Sonya, and a big jump up to Rexar doing 26,000. And then XP, Sonya with 7,000 and Junkrat with 10. We do have ReGen Divine with 18 kills at level 18, while ICC Valkyrie was 4 kills at 15 XP, or 15 levels. Wow, what a game. How are you feeling right now, Raka?
Oh, well, I'm feeling really, really good because at the beginning of the game, I was like, who do you favor? And I guessed correctly. I saw that Rexar into the Sonya, and I'm like, I do not like that matchup at all. Rexar should, and that's what we kind of saw. The bottom went back and forth a lot, but Rexar just consistently kind of had control of the top. And that is what led to the top just being the run it down and make a clown lane.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that Sonya could not fend off that Rexar and just kept dying early game as well. Ooh. And I was about to say, ooh, I'm excited to see what map's next. I hope they play Towers of Doom. And then I look at my map bans. And of course, there is no Towers of Doom. They're killing me. ReGen Divine kills me on the inside. No, I'm just kidding. But
yeah, it is.
Oh, go ahead.
It is very unfortunate because that is definitely the penultimate map or the ultimate map. You have a big series that goes back and forth. That is the map that is never over until the shots are in the air.
Yeah, that's exactly why I think, especially you understand it as a caster, and just even everyone watching. That's one of the funnest maps to watch. Honestly, I love playing it because, you know, if my team's losing, I can just hella motivate them, and then somehow we'll win. You know, it's always just a nice comeback game. So there's always hope there.
Yeah, I think we've all been there where the game turned around while the core was at 1 health. Hopefully it was your core at 1 health and not the enemy core, but yeah. I've been on both sides of that one.
I've had it where I remember I played this game and both enemies, my core and their core, were both at 1 health, and it was just waiting for objective, who will get it, and I think we won it, but it was just so funny and so stressful, and that would have been a fun game to watch and cast.
Oh, I've definitely had a game where there was the final fight was this ongoing. We're losing, but we have to hold them off long enough for our sappers to walk down the lane because they came to fight us instead of stop them. So they had the advantage, but as long as we could stop them from actually getting the channel long enough for the sappers to win the game for us.
That's funny. I remember watching a little while ago when I was casting. It was like Fensad versus someone else. I can't remember who's in the Division C East, and I remember they were playing Towers of Doom, and there was the bottom tower and the mid tower, and this was gonna, if Fensat got at least one of the towers, they would win the game. And I remember the enemy team was fighting them at the bottom tower. And I remember the Li Ming for Fensat just rotated to the mid. He left the fight and just went mid and collected mid, and no one noticed it. I just noticed it, like, middle of him collecting it. And I was like, wait a second, is he going to get this? And I just love games like that. Oh, so fun to watch.
Very, very much so. Definitely, I've got kind of the same thing where I didn't even notice until the shots were in the air, and so I glanced at the main map.
Well, speaking of maps, though, it looks like second map is going to be Dragonshire.
So that, yeah, I have a prediction. I don't know if we know who picked this map yet, but I'm guessing probably Valkyries took first pick, and based on game 1, ReGen was like, this is the other map where the offlaner has a lot of potential to influence the outcome of the game. So I bet that we will have first pick going to the side of ICC Valkyries.
Yes, ReGen Divine just did say that they picked Dragonshire. So first map, ICC Valkyries picked Brax's Holdout, and they lost it as ReGen Divine was able to take really great control of that map and take home the win for the first game. And now ReGen Divine says, our turn to pick the map as they go to Dragonshire. How do you feel about Dragonshire, Raka?
Well, again, Rexar is one of my main heroes, and this is another map where Rexar shines, so I love this map to death.
I think they're going to ban out that Rexar, though.
I would not be surprised. I do have to, the only problem with this map is every once in a while people throw a surprise party, and I hate those. I'll be coming down out of the shrine, suddenly there's the whole 5 red person team here to, like, party with me.
Then it's a 2v5.
Other than that, though, this is still, for a lot of the same reasons as for Praxis, Brightwing and Dahaka do get a lot of priority on this map, because being able to just instantly be in another lane is very, very helpful. This is one of the more fragmented maps. You do usually run it as a 1-4, but even the 4, like, splinters apart, and you'll end up with sometimes the 4 splinters into one person in the bottom lane, the tank kind of in the delta to anchor and run up to get experience real quick, and then the 2-man going off for camping.
You know what I love on this map? I love playing Abathur on this map, specifically if I'm playing in lower ranks, because higher ranks is kind of harder to do this, because while my team's fighting the enemy team, as long as we have both the top and bottom shrines, then I'll just dig it to mid and take Dragon as Abathur. And I think that's just such a fun thing to do.
100%, I definitely agree. I've definitely done that, mostly in quick match. I'm pretty sure if I did it in Storm League, people would yell at me, but they do that anyway, so.
I know, right? One of my accounts is like in Bronze 4, so I'm just like, I'm playing whatever. I'll play Abathur, but somehow we still win even when I'm playing Abathur. I'm like, maybe I should play Abathur more. Am I actually good at this? I haven't tested out Abathur in the higher ranks yet, so well, I'll test it out one day. When my team lets me play Abathur, that's the day.
It will happen eventually.
Eventually. Oop, where did I type that? I was trying to tell the team that we were ready. I don't know where I typed it. Too many windows open.
Now I want to look through the entirety of Discord and just find out what channel you randomly said we were ready.
Maybe I did type it. No, I didn't type it in a Discord channel. I guess I typed it into nothing. Into the bliss.
Have you ever done that where you accidentally, like, just in the middle of something, you tab over to log into a website you don't realize, and you just sort of, like, randomly post a password in the middle of some chat?
I have not done that, but that's... I could see you doing that, Raka.
I've definitely done it.
Well, it looks like we're now going to go into our next draft on Dragonshire. Who do you think each team's going to pick? What do you think drafts are going to look like?
Well, like I said, I'm an offlaner, so I overemphasize a Rexar, but Rexar are very, very, very big on this map. I also would not be surprised to see, I'm not sure the white main worked out quite as well, but this is a map where you can have a little bit more safety in your engages, so I liked her. I'm just not sure we'll see her again. I want to see Stukov. I'm amazed Stukov was ignored the entirety of last game.
And Joanna, I think, too. I don't think Joanna was banned or taken. No, she wasn't. Joanna and Stukov was ignored. Wow.
Yeah, I'm very kind of shocked by that. Granted, they have been like brought back together, so it's not necessarily they're overpowered, you have to take them, but still, they're not underpowered by any stretch of the imagination. They're still top tier heroes for sure.
Exactly. And we do have a respect ban coming out from ICC Valkyrie as they do ban the Junkrat. Like, Junkrat was doing really great damage out last game and was very strong, so I was not surprised to see the Junkrat ban. And let's see what ReGen Divine bans. Looks like they're going to go ahead with the Blaze ban again. They don't want a Blaze here.
So I do like the Junkrat. Junkrat definitely can interfere with your rotations, especially if the 4-man is going top bottom. Also, just in general, the displacement was really, really good, especially at the beginning of last game.
Oh, yeah. I do like the Blaze ban as well. Blaze is really strong in this map. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a Falstad or a Dahaka ban as well, or if either team picks it up. There's the Dahaka ban I was talking about. So ReGen Divine does have a chance to pick up Rexar again. No ban yet, unless ICC Valkyrie decides to pick up the Rexar.
Yep, Valk. I guess you say Valk slays, not Valkyrie. It is a little bit confusing that they're both on the team, but do you play Rexar? Can you bring it out? Inquiring minds want to know.
Let's see what ReGen Divine bans out here. And they're banning out the Nubarak once more. So no Nubarak gonna be seen this game as well.
Now here's the thing. If you remember last time, they banned out Lucio, and Lucio is also up and available.
Lucio is available, but I don't know if they're gonna go Lucio. They do have a chance to take Brightwing again. Brightwing is a very strong hero on here as well. So let's see what ICC Valkyrie decides to go as their first pick. It looks like it's gonna be a Murden first pick. Interesting.
So Slice definitely wants to get back on her Murden. Does not want to give it up to the other team because that was very, very effective jumping in.
I'm curious to see if ReGen Divine will go with that Rexar again, because like you said, Rexar is pretty powerful with this map. Lots of good map heroes available to choose. Brightwing, Rexar, Falstad, who else? There's quite a few. Stukov. There's the Brightwing, and we do have PP Wallow going on to the Diablo this time.
Now here's the thing, and I'm a bit surprised we didn't see it last time. If ReGen has done their homework, Valk Slays is an extremely, extremely potent and scary Deathwing. And
yes!
Deathwing is one of the counters to Rexar, but that said, they didn't go it last time, and Rexar was not the last pick, so...
I remember... Oop, go ahead.
Not 100% sure what caused that decision, but it is something they have in their pocket. But again, it may be that they save the offlane pick until after the final picks, so they won't run into that necessarily.
I do remember actually talking to them when they won their semifinals. I asked about the Deathwing pick, and who was it? I can't remember exactly which person it was, but they said they love playing Deathwing, and that's one of their pocket heroes they like to keep if the comp works for it. And so I would not be surprised if they actually chose Deathwing here, because this comp is looking very familiar to the comp they played with the Deathwing. Oh my gosh, let me see what map it was on too. Was it on D-Shire? I don't think it was on D-Shire. I'm gonna look right now online, as we do have a Leoric ban coming out from ReGen Divine, and there's that Rexar ban we were talking about coming from the side of ICC Valkyrie.
Do not blame that at all. The Rexar was very, very, very potent in the offlane. Get them off of that little bit of comfort. Also, the interesting thing here, and it may be that Divine did them a favor, because the big counter to Deathwing in the offlane is Leoric.
Play that Deathwing. I can't find where they played the Deathwing. I think I'm on the wrong game. I'm like looking for this. Didn't they go against...
Jeez, Gibby, it's not like you cast that many games, only like all of them.
It says you. Wait a second. It says you, ma'am.
Nope, no Deathwing. I'm very surprised. That definitely seemed like a great setup for it, but instead they're going to go and be the I always call that the Harlequin Yrel.
I like that. I've always wanted to cosplay as Urel, but then that's a lot of armor, and armor takes a lot of space up, so I'm just like, eh. This must have been a different game I asked them about their Deathwing, huh? It wasn't against, the last game, their semifinals was against Cats on My Keyboard, and I don't see them playing it then, so it must have been a different game. I remember talking to them about that.
We do go ahead and have a Kel'Thuzad being pulled out by Valkyrie. Definitely a hero we don't see a whole lot. Chromie and Hanzo do like to stay back, but a good Kel'Thuzad can pull people together even if they're not that close. So we'll have to see how this works out. Diablo definitely not very good at managing to not get pulled around. I'm really interested to see how this will end up going.
I'm kind of in favorite for ICC Valkyries draft. I really like their draft. The Kel'Thuzad pick is a little off in my opinion, but as long as he hits his chains and whatnot, I think he'll do really well here. And I think ICC Valkyrie could take this. But all right. Oh, I was going to say, do you want to introduce the left team for me?
Absolutely. Left team coming in the blue gate, once again, is the ICC Valkyries. The Valkyries of Victory, or at least they're so hoping. We have Slice coming in on Muradin, Waterlong on the Old Man Deckard Cain. Descendarin is going to be on Tychus, and Valk Slays playing the Harlequin Yrel, and then Valkyrie is on Kel'Thuzad.
All right, over here on the right side in the red, we got ReGen Divine. We have PP Wallow on Diablo. We have Absolute Yoda on the Brightwing, Arc Valley on the Hogger, Wafflecopter on the Chromie, and finally Rift on the Hanzo. Hanzo's really good on this map as well, too, because he can stop the dragon capture with his arrows.
Very, very much so, and he has a lot of very, very long-range attacks, although Chromie kind of you can make the same claim for. So both of them are very, very good at being like, nope, if we are within the zip code of the capture point, you can't get it.
That's true. Lots of good stops here for ReGen Divine. ReGen Divine was starting to push in mid, and then they rotate down bottom, and I think it's just going to be a Hogger and Yrel soaking up the top lane. They'll be our offliners for today, and then the other two teams just doing a 4v4 up mid and bot. All right, it looks like Tychus is going to go ahead and start onto the siege camp over here on the left, and Hanzo is starting on his as well.
So looking at our quest talents at level 1, we do go ahead and have the Scroll of Identify coming out of the Deckard Cain. Going to be trying to go ahead and stack that up with a lot of value on those wonderful Deckard Doritos. We also do have the baseline quests coming out of Diablo, Muradin, and Kel'Thuzad, and of course Simple Geometry on that Hanzo.
I like that. Deckard Doritos, the DDs.
Now I'm hungry. Why did I do this to myself?
I know, right? Ooh, Diablo is going to go down here. There's a lot of damage coming out from ICC Valkyrie and stuns as well from that Deckard.
Yep, a lot. The stuns from the Deckard and the Muradin just managed to just leave him stuck in Tychus range. However, we do have Valk Slays up top getting a lot of damage done. Rift came up in order to help Arch Valley, and it looks like we will have a full hearth going from Valk Slays.
All right, and it looks like down bottom we do have 3 people from ICC Valkyries starting onto this bruiser camp here. Deckard, he is going to be, I like how he's the one in the bush keeping an eye on everything. The healer, the slowest healer of all time is in the bush making sure no one comes. That's funny. But it looks like ICC Valkyrie is going to take this bottom neutral bruiser camp as Yoda and Rift are going to finish out their bruiser camp over here on the right side.
Yep, that's not super unexpected. Willow taking a good bit of damage. Valk Slays coming into the middle, but it looks like Rift will be on top of them.
And down here bottom, ICC Valkyrie hard pushing in this mid here, trying to take at least this wall down. And it looks like they're at least going to get this bottom turret here.
So yep, they're gonna go ahead and knock that down. A lot of damage. They've already through the wall. They're just about through the.
There
Okay,
it
there
is.
it goes. One of those things where you pre-set up what you're about to say and wait for the thing to happen, and then the thing doesn't happen. You're like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah."
It's like, oh, I didn't mean that. Slice, oh my goodness, getting a lot of damage there, but we do have Deckard's little potions hanging around, able to heal him up really quick. Hogger getting in there as well, but this Tychus is gonna go down to the Hogger and the Diablo. Diablo getting very low as well. Murden in the back. Murden getting flipped over. He should be able to get out of there pretty well though, and he does.
Yep, and a very, very nice chains coming out. We are already up to 10 stacks of the Master of the Cold Dark so far. So doing very, very well to get that finished up.
And looking pretty good for ICC Valkyrie here, but honestly, it's still pretty neck and neck. Diablo over here mid with Hanzo flipping over this Uriel getting polymorphed. Ooh, Uriel getting down to 400 health, but she's able to get out of there. Tychus onto this. Hanzo at 100 health, but leaps over the gate and is going to stay alive. Well, wow, both people getting really low there.
So that was very, very nice engage. It's like they got on top of Uriel, they knocked Uriel all to the point where she had to withdraw, but then right as they were trying to move in, here came the rest of the team, and bye-bye health on Hanzo.
Basically, and it looks like ICC Valkyrie is going to go ahead and start trying to take the siege camp. Chromie did quite a bit of damage onto this Kel'Thuzad. Diablo hopping right into there, but Tychus is doing some work there. Tychus versus Diablo's not good.
It kind of reminds me of an old joke about you've got like the StarCraft universe with, you know, psionic aliens and like evolutionary killers, and what do you do as humans? Guns. Lots of guns.
Oh man, ain't that the truth though? You know, I don't think I've actually ever played StarCraft, now thinking about it. Ooh.
Oh, I am a massive. Oh my gosh, we have a lot of damage onto PP Willow. Willow going ahead and get knocked by Slice. Slice trying to move back. Is down to about a half health, but she'll be absolutely okay.
Hogger is up here top, taking back the top objective. And just... Who wins this fight here? Uriel or Hogger? Because I honestly don't see either of these characters played that much.
What's interesting, that's very, very difficult to answer. They're almost the same hero because they both really, really want to knock people back into walls. So they're both constantly trying to maneuver the other so that they can do that. So it's very much a skill matchup. Uriel is a lot more durable than Hogger, but Hogger does higher damage output, so that's kind of a wash. We've got a big, big fight happening right now. Slice getting moved around. There is, oh, nice arrow comes in, catches 2 people.
Yeah, we do have level 10s coming up from ReGen Divine, which is helping them out a lot. Man, this Deckard getting pretty low there. Murden does get his quest completed, and level 10s do come out for ICC Valkyrie as well. For the side of ReGen Divine, our level 10s, we do have the Temporal Loop. We have, oh, hold on. There's way too much going on. I'll tell you guys level 10s in a minute, as Hogger is going to go down here. Polymorph onto the Tychus. Diablo by himself, he should maybe be fine. Oh, there goes Deckard using his stay a while. And there goes Aru onto the Brightwing. Ooh, what a great cleanse there as well. Diablo getting pretty low there. Diablo flipping. It is a man pile onto this Diablo, and there is no saving him there. But he does have his souls up, so he will be respawning right now.
Yep, that was a great body block. Poor Diablo was body blocked on like 4 different sides.
Oh, by all the angles. That was a great cleanse though for the Brightwing and the Hanzo. I thought they were gonna die right then and there. But that was a good cleanse. But level 10s coming out from ReGen Divine. Like I said, we do have the Slowing Sands. We have Blink Heal, we have Apocalypse, Shockwave, and Dragon's Arrow.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, we do go ahead and get Frost Blast, Avatar, Stay a While and Listen. Commentator Odin and Sacred Ground.
I love Deckard. I play him every so often just because I feel like I just like playing as an old man. And every time I'm playing like with my team, I'll just yell whenever I use my ult. I'll just yell, "Stay a while, listen." Just cheers everyone up. We do have a little bit of a fight going on here. Tyke is getting very low here, and he's gonna go down, but so is the Hogger. There's a stay a while, listen, but Apocalypse was used as well. Stasis onto the Chromie. Diablo onto the Deckard, though.
So yeah, very, very one-for-one battle so far. We do have, it looks like both sides are disengaging. False Light's moving up, trying to get this experience. We do have the Bruiser Camps fighting in top lane all by themselves.
Which Bruiser Camp will win?
I kind of love that you go in there, you're like, okay, watch me, and the entire team just like ditches you.
Yeah, basically. It's like that one person who just wants to engage, but everyone else is like, no, thank you.
Look, it reminds me of a lot of the games I've been in where the person changes too, which is the weird thing.
Ooh, Chromie getting really low there, but Brightwing's able to not save her. Just kidding. Brightwing's able to get out of there. But who is that that's very low? Kalthuzad was really low. He's going to go down. Murden and Wallow, they're going to very low as well. Tyke is down to 100 health. Yerl going in there. Wymean was using her ult. And there's the Dorito Triangle onto the Diablo. Stay a while. Listen is used as well. Back and forth right here. Will this Diablo die here? He's down at 700, 200, 400. And there he goes down. Dragon Arrow was used. This Brightwing has no mana and no one to TP to, so she is going to go down as well.
That is a certified stay a while and get wrecked moment.
It does look like this dragon might go to ICC Valkyrie, but Chromie is here to try to stop it for a bit.
Yep, they aren't, and it does look like up top there's a battle going on between Hogger and absolutely no one.
I was about to say, what? There's a... Wait, why is someone up top? I don't see this. You're tricking me up here. You're tricking me, Raka.
That's what happens when I look at the minimap. I'm like, oh, Hogger's up top, but I didn't see the things shifting over, so I figured surely there's supposed to be someone fighting them. And then as I'm talking, I flip up there, I'm like, oh, there's nobody here. Whoopsie. Oh,
here comes, I think there it is. The Kalthuzad die. I wasn't expecting the Kalthuzad die, but Hanzo and Brightwing, wrong place, wrong time in the death triangle, and they're gonna go down as well. Diablo is rotating down bottom. He's gonna give up this bottom fort for the objective. I don't think he's gonna be able to even get the objective. He will not. And Uriel was able to snatch up their siege camp.
So it looks like Uriel is heading up back towards the top lane. Meanwhile, they're trying to go ahead and get this bottom fort down. Kalthuzad is back up at this point, but it looks like Hanzo and Brightwing coming at the same time.
Man, that fort just needs a little sneeze on.
Currently sitting in with a mighty 1,062 health.
Wait, how much health did you say?
1,062.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Less than that now. It's gone down to 500. It's gone down to 200. Okay. Now everyone can see it's 0.
Ooh, just barely missed that dragon arrow. Brightwing and Diablo getting stuck with that Kalthuzad out. Will that Brightwing be able to get out? She will not. She's going to go down, and so will this Diablo. Diablo did have souls, though, so he will be popping right back up right now. Chromie and Hanzo are already out of there, and it looks like ICC Valkyrie is going to go ahead and take the siege camp as well.
I kind of love this pick of the, I hadn't thought about it until now, but the Kalthuzad is kind of the anti-Brightwing. Similar to how you can grenade with an Ana in order to prepare for the Brightwing teleporting in. You can just lay down a lot of this like burst AoE damage onto the target as the Brightwing teleports in and just kind of catch them both.
I agree,
really,
yeah.
It's really, really hard to avoid the change when you're teleporting on top of an ally.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm really liking ICC Valkyrie's comp. Kalthuzad's a little weird, but it's working really well for them right now. We do have a fight up top with Uriel and Hogger. Uriel using her ult.
So yeah, gonna go in and keep alive through that. Archvalley is running back and forth. Here's the thing, though. As long as Uriel does not leave that area. So it's like, you basically can't kill her because it lasts more or less forever.
I think you lagged. Because you said as long as she stays there, and then it was like silence for a moment there.
More or less what I was saying is that ult, as long as she stays in the ult period, it never expires. So it lets her control an area for just for unsurpassed quality. That Hogger was never getting her off there.
Oh, okay. See, like I said, I rarely ever see a URL, and I never play her, so I actually never knew that about that ult. Someone in the... Oh, go ahead.
It is 50 armor until URL leaves. So she's just basically taking half damage from every attack forever until you can actually make her leave. And Hogger's like, nurse to this. But Brightwing in a lot of trouble down below.
Yeah, it looks like this Brightwing's gonna go down as well. And there he goes. Chromie is trying to see if she can help him out, but she was unable to. And Hogger has a good minion push up here, trying to take this top fort. As the rest of ICC Valkyrie, there's the Odin used, and it looks like they're gonna hard push this mid keep-in, or mid fort. Are we ever gonna see Dragon? I just realized this. We are 14 minutes into this game, and there has yet to be a Dragon.
We're about to have to rename this map to Dragon Lyre instead of Dragonshire.
It's like, does the dragon even exist? It's just a pretty statue at this point. Here comes the Ural onto the Hogger. Oh, Hogger, he was backing, but it looks like the Ural didn't even notice him. We do have Murden and Hanzo fighting over here. Brightwing onto the Hanzo, and there goes the flip. Apocalypse was used, and here comes Hogger in the back. He's able to stun the Tychus and the Deckard, but he's getting to low health. Stay while you listen. Was used, but Hanzo's arrow got in there in time. Hogger getting really low. He's gonna bounce out of there. Diablo looks like he's gonna get 4-man squeezed again, and he might go down here, and he does. Rue on. There's the cleanse, and there's the ult onto the Brightwing, but she TPs over to Hanzo. Can they make it out of here? Tychus is gonna go down. Wow, that was a good Hanzo arrow, but Brightwing goes down, and ooh, Hogger makes out just in time. That was a really good arrow from Hanzo.
Can we also just take a moment to be very, very sorry for that Brightwing? Brightwing tried to teleport out of the stun, but ended up being like a frame early, and the stun just followed, so she ended up catching all of her friends into the kill factory. Did not end up killing them all, thankfully, but
it does look like we are gonna have a dragon finally, as Murden finally collects the dragon as we hit level 20s, and ICC Valkyrie is gonna pick up the level 20s here.
Yep, Dwarf has evolved up into a dragon. Feel like we're playing Pokemon now.
Fed him enough berries. Now he's evolved.
So is going to move in here. Obviously, bottom lane is the target for trying to take this down. Bottom lane is always the one you want to go for because you do have 2 siege camps and a bruiser camp that can come down bottom lane.
Definitely. And man, they are getting some value out of this as they already have top wall or bottom wall down, and they're getting some damage onto this keep, but Dragon is gonna go down here as it's at 3%, and there it goes. Are they? I think they're gonna stay here. They do have the level 20 advantage, and there goes the keep. Oh, nope. Looks like the recall is coming back. Urel kind of stuck a little bit, but she can leap out of there. Oh, and now ICC Valkyrie going back in. What are you doing, Valkyrie? Now they're leaving.
It's one of those things whenever you finish a vacation and you leave the hotel and you're like, you know what? Let's just go back and make sure we didn't leave anything in the room real quick.
I like that.
Check under the bed.
Did I leave something in the shower? No, okay, that's not in the shower. I do that all the time.
I remember I used to have to travel with my parents. I always had to climb under stuff because I was small.
I had to do that too.
Looks like we do have Arch Valley. Arch Valley in the middle of a lot of pain. But it does look like we'll actually get out, possibly.
Yep, he's able to get out of there. Odin was used as Tychus is already at half health though. Never mind. Look at them potions. Diablo going straight onto this Tychus, but unable to get him. There's the stay a while. Listen, onto the Hogger. Deckard, 200 health, 400 health, 50 health, and he is down. But this Brightwing might go down as well as she's extremely low. No, not her team's not there as this Kel'Thuzad chases, but Tychus is gonna go down from the Diablo and possibly this Murden as Murden is getting a bit body blocked. Uriel trying to come in and to help him. Ooh, that was a good hit away, but she uses her unstoppable, but it's not gonna help her as she goes down to the Hanzo.
So Slice does get out. The rest of the team sacrifice themselves to help her, but it does look like we're going to have a push in. Top fort is down, middle fort is being aggressed upon by ReGen Divine right now.
And objective is up. So if we do want to have another dragon within the next 14 minutes, you know, not additional 14 minutes, we can get one. Murden is top though, grabbing the top objective as Brightwing goes down bottom. Chromie's rotating back up, so this might be a little fight between Murden and Chromie. We shall see. Here comes Diablo and the rest of the team rotating up top. This might be a bit risky for Slice as the rest of ReGen Divine is coming, and not ICC Valkyrie isn't up, and yep, there goes the Murden. Kel'Thuzad was trying to come on in, but as soon as he saw that death, he said goodbye. And we do have Winions over here in the bottom hitting ReGen Divine's core. We have 3 catapults, but yep, there goes Chromie as she clears it out.
No actual damage done to the core, so it will heal up with its shields back up to 150%. For anyone that does not know, shields will give you 50% health on top of whatever the core is at. So at 100%, you have 150% health. At 1%, you have 51% health.
And we did get another dragon within just a few minutes. But the root onto the Hanzo. Hanzo pinging, help me, help me. And he's gonna live for now. Hogger is in the dragon, so there's not gonna be any tornadoes here. But Kel'Thuzad getting extremely low. Hanzo just barely missing that arrow and unable to get that Kel'Thuzad.
So we have the Dragonite down to a very, very, very low health. The Kel'Thuzad chains are barely missed, and Dragonite looks like it's moving down towards this bottom one. Though it's going to get taken out by these towers before it can really get anything done, I think.
I got a lot done, just one breath. Wow, I was not expecting for that wall to go down so quick. But Uriel onto this Diablo. Diablo flipping them, stun, Brightwing healing up the Diablo. There's the Uriel all. Hogger kind of stuck here a little bit. Ooh, and he might go down here. Oh my gosh, 100 health, and he is down. Murden hitting the back line. There's the Stay Wild Listen onto the Diablo and onto Brightwing. They are just aiming for this Brightwing, and she's gonna go down as well. Can the rest of ReGen Divine live this, or are they gonna go out, and will ICC Valkyrie be able to push this? Odin is getting used. Root onto this Diablo. Diablo is probably gonna go down here, and he does. He does have souls, so he's gonna be right back up for the next team fight. ICC Valkyrie is pretty low, but they're slowly getting healed up by the Decker potions.
Yep, they're able to stay in this fight. We are still 36 seconds, so Brightwing comes back, 25 until Hogger, and they are looking to try and end, but Valkyrie taking a lot of damage, is taking cannon fire right now, and Kel'Thuzad will go back to the Boneyard.
Looks like Diablo's gonna go down too, and so will this Chromie. Only person left is Hanzo, but he is way too low. He is at 400 health, and man, ICC Valkyrie is just melting this. Hanzo just spinning in circles, and it looks like the second game is gonna go to ICC Valkyrie here.
And that's what happens when you ban Towers of Doom?
yeah. There's the payback, ReGen Divine. That's what you get for banning my Towers of Doom. All right, and let's go straight through the game summary here. So over here in the siege damage, we have 109,000 coming out from Uriel, and then Hogger doing 156,000. Wow, that's a lot. We got Tychus doing 79,000 hero damage, while Chromie is doing 95,000, almost 100,000 hero damage. Healing, Deckard coming out with a strong 115,000, while Brightwing did 80,000 healing. Self-healing, we have 43,000 coming out from Merton and 31,000 coming from Diablo. And then XP, we have 20,000 from Yrel and 19,000 from Hogger. 10 kills from ReGen Divine, 19 kills from Valkyrie, level 23 to level 22. What a good game. That was a long game.
That was an exceptionally good game. I really enjoyed it. I never knew what was going to happen, but it did sort of feel like this, unlike last time, we didn't have one lane just consistently going to one team, so it was just very elastic going back and forth. In the end, I do think that the Yrel was able to stand against the Hogger in a way Sonya just wasn't against the Rexar. So that really let them. And we only had 2 dragons that entire game.
Oh my gosh, we did. We only had 2 dragons that entire freaking game. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize that. But first dragon was at about, what, 15 minutes, I think?
Yeah, about 14, I think.
Oh my goodness. R.I.P. Dragonshire. Who needs the dragon? ICC Valkyrie said, who needs dragon? We can win it without it. Well, what do you think the next map's gonna be?
So we've already used up the 2 maps of where the offlane is very important. You kind of offlane and 4-man. The only other maps that are like that are going to be like Battlefield, because it's just a 2-lane map. Hanamura is not in the map pool, so if they try and pick that, I have to yell at them. Other than that, Volsky and Altrak are both out. Infernal is always taken, Infernal's the most popular map in the entire map pool, so I'm never surprised to see that. But I kind of want to see, Cursed. Cursed isn't really playing the same vein, but it is still a very spread out map, and it has these teams have some of the most wild and fun interactions when they come together in team fights, and no map makes you team fight quite like Cursed does.
I agree. I was looking at the first game that they played against each other, and it was Cursed Hollow and Infernal Shrines. So, and I actually like both of those maps pretty well, so I'd be excited to see either of them right now, since my Towers of Doom got banned. You know what I actually want to see? I want to see Tomb of the Spider Queen. I love Tomb of the Spider Queen. I love micro maps, or macro maps. So I'd be excited to see Tomb of the Spider Queen as well. Did they ban it? No, they didn't. So that could be another one that they would be playing here soon.
Yep, definitely something we could be seeing. It doesn't quite play out quite the same as the map that have been picked so far, but you know what? No team gets to the point of playing in the Coastal Finals without having a pretty good strategy for every map that they don't ban.
That is true. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta spice things up, you know? You never know what can happen. Like ReGen Divine spicing it up by banning Towers of Doom. I'm just gonna keep mentioning that all night long.
Banning Towers of Doom and invoking the wrath of Karma. Guys, I'm sorry, it's a best of 5. You have to play Towers of Doom.
I know.
I'm pretty sure it's in the rules, or if it isn't, give me like a few seconds and I'll... I actually don't have access to the rules document, probably for exactly this reason.
I was about to say, now we need, next season in the rules, it has to say Towers of Doom is mandatory. It has to be at least game 3. Because at least game 3, I mean, right here, we definitely are going to be going to 4 games, hopefully 5 games. But at least right here, say ReGen Divine won that game, it'd be 2-0. At least game 3 would be could either be the winning game or the losing game here, so.
So we still don't have a map yet. Trying to think of what else is in the pool.
Oh,
because
I just saw the map, and it looks like, oh, switch screens. We are gonna go to, I called it actually, we're going to the not Towers of Doom, gosh dang it. Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Is that map with like 4 or 5 words in the title that starts with a T?
I know, right? I don't get the maps confused of Tomb of the Spider Queen and Towers of Doom. I always, for some reason, like, get the names mixed up. Like, I know which map is what, but when I physically say it, I always say it backwards. And it looks like ICC Valkyrie picked, oop, I picked the wrong thing. Whoops, they didn't win that map. They picked Tomb of the Spider Queen.
So it is funny. I used to have a person on my team that every single time would always say Dragon Shrines, and I'm like, okay, that's two different maps. It's either Dragon Shire or Infernal Shrines. Stop it.
I've done that before too. I've done that before too. I did that the other day actually when I was like, yes, Dragon Shines, and I was like, wait a second, that doesn't sound right. And my team was like, no, it's Dragon Shire, and I was like, I need to go to bed after this game, guys. With the medication I'm on right now, because I just had, I think I told you this, I had a ankle surgery almost 3 weeks ago now. But like my painkillers and stuff, if I'm on everything, like right now, I didn't take my muscle relaxer or I'd be knocked out. But my painkillers makes my memory a little wonky, so that I'll mix up words and names for some reason. Like just now I said Towers of Doom instead of Tomb of the Spider Queen, and it's been rough, man. It's been so bad. I hate it.
So clearly what we need to do is just like basically treat every single map as though it's Towers of Doom. Welcome to Tomb of the Doom Towers.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you earlier. During the first game, we were talking about Misha, and I wanted to tell you, so I foster cats, right? And right now, I have 2 different groups of cats. I have one group that's 3 kittens, and then I have my second group is a mom with 6 kittens. And so I'm I've already named the 3 kittens, I'm slowly naming the 6 kittens, and I named one of them Misha, after Rexar's little bear. Aww. She's a little cutie. She's the second smallest in the litter. The first smallest unfortunately passed away, so now she's the runt of the group. So I named her Misha because she's gonna be big and strong one day.
Little Misha cat.
Little Misha cat. All right, I'm gonna take a quick water break and like drink a lot of water, because then after this game, I'm taking a bathroom break.
Yeah, I do not blame you. I'm like, okay, at some point we have to stop talking because, oh my god. But looking at Tomb of the Spider Queen, while you go ahead and hydrate, this is a map very, very different than the last couple we've seen. It is the smallest map in the map pool. Very, very hyper-aggressive rotation heroes are big here. This is one of the maps where you see Genji the most, because he can just get from lane to lane very, very quickly, as well as Hanzo is pretty big appearance. You do usually want heroes that have a lot of wave clear, and as heroes that are very, very mobile. We saw Lucio ban out in game number 1. This is a great map to actually pick him on.
I love playing, who do I love playing on I love playing Nazebo on this map. I used to be a one-trick Nazebo after I stopped being a one-trick Orphea. I became a one-trick Nazebo, and this would be my favorite map to play Nazebo on. Is it the best map for Nazebo? It's okay. But man, I don't know why. I think it's the aesthetic, you know, Nazebo and his spiders, and you got Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's like a whole aesthetic thing for me.
I mean, I like being able to just like channel Nazebo whenever people ask me a dumb question. They're like, hey, how do I do that? I'm like,
If you play Nazebo, what build do you go?
Oh, definitely spider build. No question.
I agree. I think for me, now that I'm playing in like some of the lower ranks, I've been playing a lot of Toad build, because for some reason people don't know how to run away from toads. And so I just throw my toads and I can get kills so easily. And especially I think the macro with Toad build is so crazy good. I never realized, I was always gung-ho spiders, but then I finally started playing toads as like just like shits and giggle. And man, it's been really fun actually.
No, toads are also. But the thing is, I'm just a lot of you don't know this. I actually used to have a profile picture that had a little like a psychedelic spider in the background because I've just always been a very very big fan of spiders.
A psychedelic spider. That is very interesting. Well, going into the bans here, we do have ReGen Divine banning at the Nubrak once again, and ICC Valkyries doing another Junkrat ban once again. Two very good heroes on this map as well.
I do really like the Anubrak ban because everyone knows that Anubrak, being a spider himself, has an unfair advantage in the Spider Queen map.
Is he a spider? I thought he was a beetle.
I mean, yes, but I always think of he's a Crypt Lord, and they're both-ish.
Yeah, oh, he does have Cocoon. So yeah, so he's a hybrid. He's a beetle spider hybrid. We do have an Anduin ban coming from ReGen Divine. We haven't seen an Anduin ban or pick from here. I'm kind of shocked that they didn't go to Lucio ban here, because this is a good Lucio map, especially going wall ride and whatnot. And here's a Sylvanas ban. That's the other hero I was thinking about, is Sylvanas. She's really good on this map as well.
And once again, we have Blaze being the first pick. Blaze is like the most popular boy in this series, just constantly getting picked up right at the beginning of drafts.
Yeah, I realized ReGen Divine, they banned out the Blaze last game, but now they're picking him up this time. It looks like whenever they're not going to be able to be first pick, they're going to ban him out as, and then when they are first pick, they'll go ahead and take the pick, or they'll pick him up.
Well, I do actually think that Blaze does very, very well, because everyone knows if you do need to clear out spiders, fire is one of the best way to do it.
My husband actually does that in real life. Before he got deployed to a different country, he would go into our garage and take a lighter and not hairspray, but one of the sprays I have, one of our cleaning sprays, and he would do a flamethrower onto these poor spiders. I'm just like, just let them be. They're not doing any harm to us. He would just flamethrower these poor spiders.
So we do have Slice coming back with Murden one more time, trying to make sure that she can jump in and get to a lot of them. Tassar once again, but hello, we have a Medivh and a Stitches. Ooh. That's going to be a massive kidnap comp, where you just get Stitches gorged through the portals in order to just end up on the other end of the map.
It'll be really good here if maybe they took ReGen Divine, took the Lucio, and so teleport and speed boost into their area. That would be fun. We do have a Brightwing ban and another Leoric ban here as well.
So normally I would say this Leoric indicates there may be a Deathwing coming, but we saw them ban Leoric last time, and then they played Hogger, so I don't know. I don't feel... Hogger is interesting because it's not that Leoric beats Hogger, but if Leoric saves his Drain Hope, then Hogger can't actually use his Hog Wild, because that's how he gets away from Drain Hope. So you got kind of take away Hogger's biggest clear by just saving your heal.
True. We do have the Lucio pick coming out from ICC Valkyrie with the Tychus, and then on ReGen Divine, they're going to finalize their draft with a Malfurion and Jaina. Interesting.
I do really like the Lucio here. We already talked about how this is a very, very rotation-heavy map, being able to move between the lanes, and no hero helps you move quicker than Lucio.
Ooh, and there's the Deathwing we were talking about. So Valkyries is going to go onto the Deathwing here.
So I guess that actually means Blaze is in the offlane. Blaze versus Deathwing. Here's the thing, Blaze. I know you've got that big combustion suit. I know you can't be hurt by fire. Dragonfire is magic.
Oh, that is true. That is true. I never thought of it like that. All right, as we go into game 3, I just want to give a reminder just in case anyone else is just hopping in here. Welcome on in. I am Gimme More Cosplay. I have my lovely co-host Rocka with me to my right. And tonight we are doing a finals game of the Division C West of ICC Valkyrie versus ReGen Divine. This is a best of 5. ICC Valkyrie went ahead and banned Volskaya and Sky Temple, while ReGen Divine went ahead and banned Altrix Pass and two Towers of Doom. And we had a one game. First game went to ReGen Divine, while second game went to Dragonshire. And now third game, we do have Tomb of the Spider Queen.
So coming into the game right now, we do go to ICC Valkyries in the blue, coming out of the left-hand side of the map. We have Valkyrie playing the Tychus, Valk Slays on the Lord of the Sky himself, Deathwing. We do going to have Slice coming in on Muradin. Desidaran is going to be on Tassadar, and Waterlong playing the Lucio.
And over here on the right side with ReGen Divine, we have Wafflecopter as Jaina, we have PP Wallow as Stitches, Absolute Yoda as Malfurion, Arc Valley as Blaze, and Rift as the Flying Bird Medivh.
Medivh coming in here and being like, wait, you said Lord of the Skies is Deathwing? Hello? Look at me, I'm majestic.
I am a bird. Ooh, Stitches hooked onto the Tassadar there. But Blaze getting pretty low. He has to get protected from the Medivh. Just a heavy fight here, going to favor of ICC Valkyrie as they're just pushing this in. Ooh, and a 3-person stun coming from that Deathwing.
In terms of our level 1 talents, we do go to have questing talents taken for Tassadar, Stitches, and Jaina, as well as obviously the baseline. Already 1 stack on Medivh's quest, only 39 to go.
Only 39, he's got this. There you go, he just hit 3 more, so now 37. I do like the Tychus pick again here. I forgot to ask you, who do you think, whose drive do you like more this round?
Oh, definitely. I think the Deathwing very, very, very solidly moves it in the favor of ICC Valkyries. Deathwing just has to stay a little bit in advance, almost act as more of the team, as the tank of Murden, because that's the thing. Stitches is trying to hook into an engage, but you can't hook Deathwing. So Deathwing is basically a mobile wall to protect the rest of your team.
That is true. That is true. I think I'm more in favor for ReGen Divine. I kind of like their comp more with the whole hooking, and if he's able to get a hook, like you said, Deathwing's a nice big wall, but the hook and the teleport, I really like that combo. And Blaze can get a nice stun, so Stitches can get a really good hook if he gets a good stun off of that.
Alright, Stitches is getting a little bit body blocked right here. Getting flashbacks to Diabolesque, but it looks like Stitches will go ahead and waddle away. Waddle, waddle. Then he waddles away.
What is that from? The Lemonade Duck, right?
Yeah,
to the very next day. Oh my goodness. Yes,
I'm actually
the early
really
2000s.
sad that you know that reference.
Why are you sad that I know that reference?
Because I wish I didn't.
Oh. I used to listen to that so much for no reason. I do like how this Medivh is using his teleports to real quick rotates. Honestly quicker than Lucio for these rotates. So I'm starting to like this Medivh pick more and more. Medivh is going to get support hooked out of there, but he's going to get stunned. Is he going to die here? And he does. There's a task wall. Stitch is getting body blocked as well, and it looks like he's going to go down here as well. And there goes those gems. RIP the gems.
Nice quick double kill coming outside of ICC Valkyries. We're having a little bit of a caster competition where I said that ICC's comp was better and you said ReGen Divine. So, point Rocka.
Point Rocka.
It was a competition until I started winning. That's how it works.
We do have some turn-ins going on here as Murden is turning up top and the rest of the team, it looks like they were turning mid, but now Deathwing and Blaze fighting bottom with the siege camp, but Blaze saw the rotation coming from ICC Valk, so he is gonna run away. Said, no thank you. Oh, but we do have the Bruiser camp getting finished, but not captured yet. Interesting.
That's a little bit scary because obviously when the turn-in happens, this Bruiser will still be there. But Lucio can dash over there pretty quickly if he actually like realizes, and no one's
Yeah,
in the area.
it's kind of scary. I wonder if they're waiting for the turn-in and that's why they haven't captured it. I don't know. I don't know the strategy, so I'm not sure. Here comes Malfurion capturing though.
If they did see Lucio getting a little bit too close, they're like, yeah, we should go ahead and get that.
Ooh, and right above here though, Tyke is killing the Jaina. I think I just barely missed that.
Yeah, I was definitely looking at the action around the turning point a little bit more. Then all of a sudden I see a death, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
it's a good thing I'm not observing this map, so no one can be mad at me.
Man, this Tassadar doing some pretty good damage right now onto the Stitches and Malfurion, and doing some good siege damage as well. He does have 19 gems. They do have turn-in, and ReGen Divine is almost at enough for turn-in as well.
See, if you can always tell it when they have it based on the flashing going on behind. 56 is definitely higher than 30. 53, just barely higher than 50.
All right, and it looks like ICC Valkyrie was able to get at least this mid wall here, and here comes Valk Slays turning in her 20 gems. Blaze onto Lucio. Lucio getting extremely low, but he's gonna be fine. He's gonna heal himself up. Murden getting hooked. There is a wall coming from Tassadar, and there's a fly from Deathwing. Deathwing getting a stun onto the Malfurion and Jaina, but no deaths out of this as Tassadar turns in their 19 gems.
Yeah, Rift goes ahead and catches that, but it's going to go and portal right on out of there. You do kind of feel sorry for Medivh. He's just like, you know, back in Warcraft, I could like make portals between different dimensions, and now I can make a portal across about 15 feet.
Very true, very true. Murden getting pretty low here. Stitch is missing the hook there. Ooh, that would have been a vital hook if he was able to get it.
Yeah, the problem with Murden is Murden did take third wind at level 1. So if you don't kill Murden, then Murden just like walks away for about like 3 seconds, then walks back in.
That is very true. Stitch is hooking in another minion there. We do have level 10s up for ICC Valkyries, so they are in the lead on this. And here comes a Deathwing hopping down in here, and they're looking to take this top fort here.
So there is a stun on the Malfurion. They are running in here. Lucio trying to get that, but a lot of damage going on to the Lucio. Slice, they did go ahead and have to use their level 10 sound barrier in order to stop that. Slice goes in, tries for the body block, but then has to run away.
Ooh, Slice at 200 health. Holy crud. He is getting out of there really well and being able to survive this. We do have level 10s coming out from ReGen Divine, so I'll go ahead and go through the ICC Valkyries talents here. We do have Odin, we have Avatar, Sound Barrier as we saw, Archon, and Burn. Burn, baby, burn. Sorry.
On the side of ReGen, we do have Gorge, to the surprise of no one. Everyone looked at this and saw the Kidnap comp. We do go and have Tranquility, Summon Water Elemental, Leyline Seal, and Bunka Drop.
I do like the bunker here because Blaze is pretty good on this map as well, especially in these tight corner areas. This bunker can block off the whole enemy team to either help his team or to, help his team in both ways, either help them get to safety or help them engage in a fight. Blaze does have 40 gems here, which I did not even notice until now. That's an insane amount of gems. Hook and Gorge onto the Lucio, but I don't know if Lucio's the person you really want to hook and Gorge because he's able to get out of there pretty well. As we saw right there, wall rides right out of it.
Yep, did go down to about 20% health, but you know what? The funny thing about 20% health, it's higher than 0.
Yep. Archon is used. Lucio at half health, stun onto the Murder. There's the bunker going down. Blaze is going to be able to TP out. Dragon is flying over, and this bottom fort is going to go down. Jaina is here mid, trying to clear out this mid objective, and she's going to be able to Dragon flying again. Wallow getting pretty low, protected onto the Murden. Murden's going to be able to TP out just in time, but Stitches was unable to. Malfurion using his healing ult as well, and this mid fort's going to go down as well.
Yep, we did have a second turn going through, and so the bottom and the middle spider were cleaned up. The top one is all the way up on top keep. Does get it down to about 30% health.
Coming out really good for ICC Valkyrie here, doing a phenomenal job just controlling the crap out of this map. Pardon my language. Very exciting here.
How dare?
How dare. Not my Christian Minecraft server.
To go ahead and have the bruiser camp being picked up by both teams. It's actually picked up by Valkyries, but Jane is working on getting the other one cleared up. And it doesn't look like they're looking to invade. The Valkyries are actually moving down to the bottom to pick up these siege camp.
And they do grab level 13s as well on their way down. ReGen Divine just a little bit behind on the XP, but they're not too far behind. Oh, never mind. They're starting to get far behind. Stun onto this Stitches. They're looking for an engage here as well. PP Wallow getting really low there, but he's going to be able to make it out. And looks like no one's going to die as of right now for ReGen Divine. They really need to churn in, though. They have 106 gems. Turn in. Turn in.
Really, really good defense coming out of ICC Valkyries, because I guarantee you they've tried to turn in, but there's never an opening where the turn-in spots are not being watched.
That is very true. Oh, there goes PB Wallow getting stunned. Unstoppable used on him. He gorges the Murden, but Murden, where'd even Murden go? Oh, there he is. PP Wallow is able to get out. There's a hook onto Lucio. Can Lucio using his ult? He's going to survive this. And there goes the Odin after the disengage is already being called.
Yeah, a lot of R buttons are pressed, although the only R that is currently up are Twilight Archon and Bunker Drop.
Ooh.
Ignore the top of the map. It does show that Odin is available, but trust me, it won't be in a second.
We do have ICC Valkyrie melting the crap out of this boss, so they are going to get this boss here. I don't think ReGen Divine's going to be able to stop this at all, as the rest of their team isn't even there with them. So they're going to get, so ICC Valkyrie is going to get this boss here, while ReGen Divine has the objective pushing for them. I don't think ReGen Divine's really going to get anything out of this besides just having their lanes pushed out. We do have a possible collapse here onto Blaze. Blaze saw the Lucio, was able to get out of there just in time though.
Yep, got out of there in a blaze of speed.
Nice.
Hilarious.
Nice. She's here all night, everyone. She's here all night.
You guys can't get rid of me, except well, Gimme can, but please don't.
I don't plan on it. At least now I don't have to tell the jokes.
Oh, it does look like Lucio is being caught by the Gorge, and does go out. Lucio's got a lot harder time getting out of this one.
And there he goes. He goes down. I didn't even see the Lucio go down. I thought he was with the rest of his team.
Yep, I think he ended up getting hooked, but I'm not sure what he was doing all the way over there. I guarantee you that whenever the coach goes over this with Valkyries, that's one of the things that we'll be asking, like, Lucio?
What were you doing? Water Elemental was used. A small engage is being used here. I just noticed this top keep is a sneeze away from being down. I saw Murden taking a look at it, trying to grab it, but the rest of ReGen Divine came up around top and was able to stop him from going over there to sneeze on it. We do have level 16s being picked from ICC Valkyries, but not too far behind. ReGen Divine will get their level 16s here.
Definitely is in the air and really, really, really wishes he could just drop a fireball on that stupid keep.
Ooh, there's a hook and gorge onto the Tychus, but he was stunned as well. Protected was used. Oh, 5-man stop coming out from the Medivh.
Yep, Leyline sealed the entire enemy team.
That was a good ley line. Wow. Ooh, stun onto this Murden. Murden getting pretty low. Malfurion, he was trying to 1v1 that. Bunker is used. Will this Blaze be able to get out? He's getting body blocked from the teleporter, and he's gonna go down. Ooh, that's a lot of gems down. Slide's really getting in there as he is half health though. Stun onto the Jaina, but she was protected. There is the break it down coming out from the Lucio. Missed hook from the Stitches, but I think, ooh, no, Deathwing's gonna go for it. He is he's at very low health, and it looks like they're gonna try starting onto this bruiser camp as well. This is gonna be a little risky as 2 of the members of ICC Valkyrie is low. Hook onto a minion. Oh, there's a ley line, but can Medivh get it? Medivh is not going to be able to, and he's actually going to go down. Gorge onto the Murden, and Murden is going to just hop right out of there.
Here's the thing, though. The Medivh went down and reset their stacks again. They were at 30 stacks of their baseline, and they're right back to 0.
Oof, that's going to suck, too.
That's one that went in, tried to be stylish. That's the thing, you shouldn't really commit a ley line to steal a bruiser camp. Like, boss, I get it. But bruiser camp, that was a bit greedy, a bit too far.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? And if you didn't get the whole team, you should have. If he got all 4 men, then yeah, run on in there. But he only was able to get 2 out of the 4, so it was very difficult for him. It was just kind of the wrong move there.
You have Slice skulking around, is scouted out by a rift. We do go and have the Web Weaver push happening in all the lanes, because that's how Web Weavers work.
Little spider queens. All right, and it looks like ICC Valkyrie is going to try to hard push in this top keep. Just needs a little sneeze and then straight to the core.
Yet that keep is currently sitting at 111 health.
Nope,
Never
it's
mind.
down.
Tygus comes in and makes a liar out of me.
And here they come, ICC Valkyrie. It looks like they're kind of debating on what they should do. Looks like 3 people of ICC Valkyrie. Here comes back the Lucio, and there's the Deathwing. Gorge onto the Tychus, but a wall's being used. He used a teleport. They should maybe get this Tychus killed. Tychus backed out there. Great ley line, as well as Tastar was the only one alive. I need to zoom out on this. Tychus is going to go down.
Yep, Yoda getting very, very low, but even lower is Lucio. Slice is trying to run out of there. She is going to go ahead and be stopped as they go ahead and try and get this taken care of. There's the big old bam, bam, bam. And goodbye, Murden. Tassar, one of the only members, Tassar and Volk Slaves, are Valley trying to stay up on top of this onto this Protoss, but looks like Destoran is going to go ahead and try and get out of here. Very, very low, but here comes Wolo, and goodbye, my friend.
Good hook coming out from Wallow. And now here goes the Deathwing as he's going to go down now as well. They're going to turn in their jet, or they're going to take this down first. But I'm expecting a turn in and probably a boss. That's what I would do. Start boss, turn in. Get a nice good push going out of that.
They need to be a bit careful. There are Scalpels starting to stack up in the bottom lane. But obviously the turn-in will take care of that.
Yep, and there they go as Blaze turns in their 19, which will give them the objective, and the rest of the team onto the boss. Coming a good turnaround here for ReGen Divine as their core did get low and get to 91 health. Blaze is going to start rotating down mid and bottom to take care of the minions coming pushing on in.
I just want to say, anyone that's like listening to this and not actively watching, that's 91% health, not 91 health.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That would be nuts. That would be crazy.
Oh my goodness. 91% health plus the 50% shield as well.
I just imagine people in other tabs like going back really quick, like, what?
All right, hook was used and missed, and it looks like we're going to get a hard push here in the top lane. Slice getting to half health, pretty low. Jaina hitting lots of hits on this Deathwing. Deathwing's going to have to fly away.
So Deathwing backs out. We do have the boss just about down at this point. Stun comes down, but Deathwing does not care about that.
Another good ley line. 4 people in there. Blaze, perfect time stunning, but the Lucio was able to use his sound barrier at the right time. And there goes the Archon as Tassadar was gorged from the stitches. He's at 100 health. He's in a little bit of a pickle. Can he survive this? It looks like he's going to survive it, but Tychus is going to go down instead.
Yeah, that is nuts. If you asked me to bet, I would have bet like $300 that Tychus or that Tastar dies. I got the wrong hero whose name begins with T, but it looks like B is also going to go down.
So a trade here, a Tychus and a Blaze trade, but we were able to get some forts down here for the side of ReGen Divine. Hook onto the Lucio, Jaina getting some damage onto there. It looked like Medivh wanted to engage on that, but the rest of the team was like, nah, let's play it safe. We're down on gems. We need to get some more gems, and we need to get some camps as they go down bottom to take the siege camp.
Yep, it does look like both teams kind of licking their wounds right now. Tyga's down, so there's not going to be any engagements coming for the Valkyries. They're like, we don't have one of our main damage dealers. Meanwhile, there's only Stitches for the front line, and Stitches is kind of funny in that he likes to be in the back. So, very weak front line.
Definitely. Both members, we do have Tychus up already, and Blaze will be up in another 5 seconds. We do have ReGen Divine taking their Bruiser camp, and now it's just kind of probably a wait out here. Either one team's going to look for a fight here, or they're going to try to look for this turn-in. Turn-in's going to be the big thing here to help try to get which team is going to win here.
Yep, both teams have roughly the same amount of gems, only about 9 between them. There has been one extra turn-in, so they have to get to 65 on the side of ICC Valkyries. So that makes it almost, well, okay, not even, never mind. I said almost dead even. They realized the team with the advantage was the one who had less of a turn-in to do, so I'm like, that doesn't make sense at all.
Did you see that Tassadar wall? That was a very weird wall. It's like the Blaze almost glitched through it. It was very weird.
I did not, unfortunately. So, but that is definitely one of the things when it's not quite flush, you just end up sort of speed running through it.
Basically. All right, it looks like ReGen Divine possibly looking for a fight here. This is a really tight area for them, so I don't know if it's the best area for them to fight in.
Yeah, definitely really likes fighting in this corridor. So, good reason not to engage from it.
And yeah, ICC Valkyries doing a really good job on map control as they already have the top lane back pushing in hard with, oh my god, those 4 catapults here. But Jaina able to kill them out real quick. But here comes ICC Valkyrie hard pushing in this bottom. Blaze getting pretty low, but Blaze was able to get hooked back. There's a ley line on 4 members. Gorge onto the Lucio, walking back. Lucio should be able to survive this, maybe not, and he is gonna go down. Jaina getting pretty low. Odin was used, and so was Archon. Murden onto this Blaze wall. That was a good wall, trapping up that Blaze there. Here comes Stitches coming on in. Trying to get a hook probably here on this Tassadar. I think he could get it. There's the hook. He's gonna get some damage onto him. Can they kill this Tassadar here? 600 health. Ooh, onto the... Oh, sorry. Can they kill this Tychus? But they're on the Tassadar. Tassadar's gonna go down. And so is the Tychus. Last hero, they needed 2 heroes left. They need to kill. But Medivh is gonna go down here, and I think ReGen Defiance is just gonna go ahead and back out. But Murden said, "No, I'm going back in. I'm going in."
There's still red health bars that could be lower.
They are doing a 2v4 here. There's the water elemental, or the snow elemental in this case, onto the dragon. Look at that dragon. 1 shield left, was able to tap and heal right back up. Blaze hearthing back to take care of the Windians coming in.
Taking care of business.
We do have ReGen Divine taking the mid keep here, and wow, this has turned into a neck and neck game now. It's almost just whoever gets objective first, almost. I mean, of course, objective will not be the winning situation here because they do need to get objective and kills, but still, it's very close right now, very neck and neck.
Absolutely. It definitely is going to turn into... Both these teams are very good at picking off the enemy. As soon as a decisive team fight happens, that will be the team that loses the game or wins the game, depending on which side of the decisiveness you're on.
Little engaged on the ICC Valkyrie side, but Medivh able to save his teammates here. And it looks like ReGen Divine might be looking for a push, looking for a kill here, as Leyline was used onto this Tychus. There's the break it down. There's the stuns. Malfurion getting caught in the front line there. Malfurion having to use his ult, but there he's a wall. Protective was used on him. Gorge onto the Tassadar. But I think Tassadar will be fine as the teams are split up right now. Wallow getting really low. Wallow is going to go down. This is looking good for ICC Valkyrie here.
Yep, they do go ahead. They've got the tank down. They're looking at Blaze. Blaze going to go ahead and be taken out next. Lucio is still up, going to heal all the rest of them up, and it looks like that should trigger a death march. With 2 people down, they are heading up towards top lane. They've got almost a full minute, and it looks like they're going to go and pick up boss.
I'm actually kind of shocked they didn't just beeline for top lane. That's a 5v3 here. They could just beeline for the top lane, try to get another kills, and just go core.
I have the exact same surprise. Top lane, and then they went to boss. I was like, well, okay. Better change what I'm saying real quick.
Right? And Lucio over here just so far away from the team. Very risky there. Waterlog is pretty good at Lucio, though. This been whole game from hitting his sound barriers really well. I'm actually I was going to say I'm shocked that he didn't go high 5. Oh, but here we go. This might be the Lucio kill here. Maybe not. His team is rotating to him as ReGen Divine was able to turn in and grab the objective. So they're going to stay in this as Blaze is going to come up now. They just need to not die here. It's going to be very hard. Oh, and Malfurion dies, was unable to get through the teleport. But here is the Gorge and hook onto the Tassadar. Break it down is used. And Tassadar's going to get out of there just fine.
It looks like they may be looking at, you know what, who cares? They've got spiders going down. We're just going to go in and punch their core. The boss is half dead, but here comes the rest of the blue team as they go in. Core is down to 50% right now.
Oh my god, they are melting the core. There's the ley line, but it's not going to matter as this game is going to go to the side of ICC Valkyrie once again.
So ICC Valkyrie kind of got smacked around in game number 1 and apparently got pissed about it because in game 2 and 3 they've been like a whole different team, very, very much pushing ReGen Divine to the limits and beyond.
I could not agree more there. That ICC Valkyrie coming back with a somewhat of a comeback. In that second game there, they were very favored in the sense of they were dominating for a good portion of the game, but ReGen Divine was able to hit back and bring back their side and making it a very close neck-to-neck game. And that just those final kills coming out from ICC Valkyrie, giving them the win for this third game. I couldn't remember if it was the third or fourth game. But all right, real quickly, let's go through the game summary and let's look at some stats here. Over in the siege damage, we have Tassadar with 187,000, while Jaina with a big old whopping 242,000 siege damage. And the hero damage, we have Deathwing with the highest hero damage on his team with 78,000 hero damage, while Jaina had 80,000 hero damage. We got healing, Lucio with a 76, and then Malfurion with the big ol' 115,000. And then the self-healing, we have Murden with 51,000, while Stitches had 42. And finally in XP, we have 18,000 coming from Deathwing and Jaina with 21,000. We have, 10 kills coming from ReGen Divine, while ICC Valkyrie had 11. Level 24 from ICC Valkyrie and level 23 from ReGen Divine. Very, very good game. Very neck and neck there. Hi, Smokey. Would you like to say hi to chat? My kitten. I mean, he's still not really a kitten. He's about 8 months now. He's coming to visit. Can you say hi? Oh, there's a little meow. There's a little one. Good job. There we go. He likes sleeping on my PC, so he'll walk in front of me, walk like the team. Cat's on my keyboard. He'll walk on my keyboard and then hop down to my PC. All right, well, I'm gonna bring the talents up, and it is time for me to use a bathroom break here. We are 3 games in. We still got 1, maybe 2 games, so I'm going to hobble myself over to my restroom. Raka, are you gonna stay here? Or are you gonna go use a restroom break as well?
I'm definitely going to have a restroom and a water break because we've been talking a lot and I need to hydrate.
I feel you on that. All right, chat. We will be right back. I'm going to leave the talent screen up for you guys just so you can look at some talents, copy it, save it, do what you will with it, and me and Raka will be right back. All right, I am back. Are you back, Raka?
I am. And we actually just got our fourth game announced.
Perfect timing.
I
Oh
also
my
kind of,
goodness.
I also kind of love how when both of us like leave, our avatars just go into like military attention. It's just
I know I haven't set up yet how I want my personal look when I'm gone and stuff, because I know you can set it up. I saw someone set it up with like whenever they disconnect like from the facial recognition, that they goes into like sleepy mode, which I thought was really cool. So I was thinking about doing something like that. But I'm also probably gonna switch. I'm using VRoid Studio right now, and I think I'm switching over to VTube Studio. Very two different things. I didn't know this because VRoid is very 3D and whatnot, while VTube is 2D. But VTube you can do a lot more with like interactions with stream and stuff. So I might switch over now.
oh, interesting. I just kind of did this as a lark in order to be on the stream. I don't usually use one of these, so I don't know a whole lot about it.
Well, I can teach you if you ever want to upgrade your VTuber and learn more about it and whatnot. I'm more than happy to teach you. It's a lot. It's hard. I didn't realize how hard it was.
But it does look like our next match is going to be on Battlefield of Eternity, the other 2-lane map, sort of the in the vein of Braxis, except even more so. Braxis, you can actually just run back and forth between the lanes, as we saw. It's a little bit harder to do that on Battlefield.
Definitely. And I'm kind of excited for Battle of Eternity. I know there's got to be a Vala pick here. Who doesn't pick Vala on this map? It's very rare to find a non-Vala pick. Then again, I just realized all throughout these games, there hasn't been a Joanna pick or ban, and neither is Stukov either. Two very OP heroes here.
Yep, not interested in the Stuk and not interested with the Johanna. I do have to wonder, because yeah, you're right, you usually almost always see Vala on this map. You almost always see Raynor on the other side, unless they're banned out. Hanzo, another big person. And this is the one map where Artanis actually shows up. Let Crushinator know.
It does look so. I forgot to mention, ICC Valkyrie did choose the map for Battle of Eternity, so ReGen Divine is going to get the first pick. I feel like we're going to see the same bans here, and then ReGen Divine's going to take first. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Instead of taking first pick Blaze, they're going to go ahead and ban it out.
So yep, they decided Blaze didn't actually help us win, but we also don't want them to have it, so this is the compromise.
This is the compromise. All right, and let's see what ICC Valkyrie picks. So far, it's been the same bands here. There's the Sylvanas band. Kind of expecting that, considering from last game. Plus, Sylvanas pretty strong on this map here. Not if you're not choosing Vala or Raynor, Sylvanas, in my opinion, Sylvanas and Li Ming are two pretty strong heroes on here, especially if you go or build Li Ming and then get to disintegrate.
Yeah, definitely 100%. Also, you say orb build, but at level 7 there is the, I forget what, I think it's called Seeker, but it's the one that does extra damage if all the magic missiles hit the same target, which Immortal's kind of a pretty big target.
That is true too. That can work out as well. Also, I think it kind of depends on how you want to go, because also with the orb build though, if you go with the extended length, then you can hit the Immortal from so far away and do all that damage as well.
Very. It's only a shame that you can't use that along with the cooldown reduction for hitting something at full at max range, because the Immortal does not count.
Oh, that would be nice if if the Immortal was considered that max considered the oh my gosh, I forgot words. I'm sorry. Was able to get that refresh rate, because man, you would just blow it up. You would be more powerful than Vala. But looks here, we do have a Junkrat ban once again. They do not want to go against the Junkrat, and then a Lucio ban coming out as well. But finally, we're gonna see an Anubarak game this time. Anubarak was not banned out compared to the last 3 games, so we are gonna see the Anubarak this time.
Probably should have seen that coming, but the fact they banned the Blaze instead of the Anubarak, that's kind of a very, very good indication that this is what we're thinking about doing.
Let's see if maybe ICC Valkyrie. Never mind. I was gonna say see if they're gonna take the Vala here, but instead they're taking the Tychus and Rhaegar. I feel like both these teams. It's a little bit hard to predict what they're going in a sense. Like we're thinking Vala, Raynor, Leeming, all that, but so far we're getting a Hanzo pick instead. And let's see what the last pick for ReGen Divine's gonna be.
Sam Hanzo is very, very good at doing a lot of damage to the Immortal, also pretty good at team fighting. That's kind of what you want to look for, is heroes that can do both. But we do go and have Arch Valley coming in with the Elite Tauren Chieftain.
I didn't realize that's what ETC standed for.
Yep. Fun fact, actually it is the lead guitarist for the Blizzard band, Elite Tauren Chieftain, or level 9,000 or whatever the level is right now. It keeps going up.
That's funny. I never knew that. I love this. Rocka fun facts.
I've been around Blizzard games for a long time.
See, I've been playing Heroes of the Storm since right after beta. My older brother introduced me to HOTS, and so I've been playing on his account for like the longest time, and I finally got my own PC and played my own, so I got my own account and stuff. So I've been playing that, and I've been playing Overwatch since it came out, and then I stopped playing Overwatch and came back to this game. And then I play a little bit of Hearthstone. That's all about my Blizzard games, and I watch the rest of them.
So would you go ahead and have Anduin and Diablo being banned out? No healer to save from the engage. That's really interesting, because Anduin's kind of a counterpick to a Nubrak whenever he goes in for the big combo and you just like yoink out the target. But no, we do have Slice. Slice really loves her Murden.
She's been really good on this Murden, and it's proven, why she keeps picking this Murden. So I'm glad she's able to stick with her comfort pick and just doing really well. But we do have Valkyrie. Of course, there's that Vala pick we see. So I'm curious to see what the next DPS ReGen Divine's going to go, and what healer. We do have the Tyrande coming from Yoda, and Tracer as the DPS.
Very interesting. So this does look like it's actually going to be an offlane ETC rather than an offlane Anubrak.
Very interesting, because now Tracer does a decent job onto the Immortal, but not as good compared to, all the other heroes we've been naming right now. But we do have ICC Valkyrie with the last pick, an offlaner pick, assuming. And it looks like they're going to choose Joanna. There's the Joanna. We finally get it. Everyone clap in chat.
Game number 4.
So,
did I ever pay out the prediction?
I don't know. Did you?
We're gonna find out.
Did you?
I did not, and now I need advice actually.
What's
because
up?
No one bet on ICC Valkyries last game. So do I just delete it and refund the points, or do I say the ReGen Divine supporters, sucks to be you? Your points going to the ether.
You know what? Sucks to be you, ReGen Divine. If your team didn't ban Towers of Doom, I would have said you got your points back. But blame your team. Blame the team you're supporting. They banned Towers of Doom. All right, we're going into the game. You put ReGen Divine 1. You put ReGen Divine 1.
I'm really good at my job.
Well, you know what? Fine. They get the extra points now. Now they can vote more onto their favorite team.
I mean, honestly, they only get their points back. But coming into the game, we do have Valkyrie once again on the Valhalla. We do go ahead and have Slice on the Muradin. Descendarian is going to be playing Tychus. Waterlog once again running around on the Rhaegar. And who did I not say? Valk Slays is on the Johanna.
And then over here in ReGen Divine, on the top we have Arc Valley as the ETC, and the bottom we have Wafflecopter as Vala, PP Wallow on Anubarak, Absolute Yoda on Tyrande, and Rift on the Hanzo.
So it does look like everyone moved to the middle real quick. They are moving down. I think they weren't 100% sure which lane the enemy, because keep in mind in game number 1 on Braxis, the enemy did deploy out backwards and got a very, very quick gank on the offlaner. This time they were like, just everyone middle, let's find out where they actually are and then go stop them.
Ooh, Murden hopping in there onto, I can't tell who that is, onto the Hanzo. Hanzo is gonna go down from the Tychus. Good Rhaegar. I love the Murden Rhaegar combo because Rhaegar can slow, Murden can stun, and then their DPS can just follow up onto it.
So yeah, there's going to be a lot of damage coming through. We actually do have Valk Slays on the Johanna in the off lane. So
yeah.
Basically, this is a match with 4 tanks and 2 DPS, no offlaners.
That is so true. Oh my goodness. Who needs an offlaner? Psh, psh. I'm shocked we don't have an Uther tank here. We could have had an Uther tank. It could have been 5 tanks. Ooh, we do up here top have ETC and Tracer fighting this Joanna, but Joanna should be fine because she is blinding the Tracer. Joanna versus Tracer, not the best combo there. It's gonna go in the favor for that Joanna.
So we do go in at the top camp, taken by the side of ReGen Divine. There was an attempt to rotate up, but then they weren't quite able to get up in time. They did have to turn around.
And we did have a Rhaegar fighting a Tracer for a second there, with the Rhaegar winning against that fight.
Yep, down at the bottom, we are going back and forth. We still only have 1 confirmed kill. Both teams are level 4 at this point. Shaman Camp is being picked up by ICC Valkyries. It looks like Hanzo is moving in the direction to go and pick it up for the side of ReGen Divine.
I just noticed Vala did go Hungry Arrows, or Puncturing Arrows. She went her Q build here, as she does have 5 stacks already on it.
Yep, that one is very, very, very commonly picked up for race. Wafflecopters can get a lot of damage. We have Waterlog going in, and there's a big old bite onto the Tracer booty.
The big old Tracer booty. All the Overwatch. I love Overwatch and how they draw their characters, because man, they drew Tracer with a big old booty. They knew what they were doing too. They knew what they were doing. Looks like we have some race going on here, as ICC Valkyrie doing really good damage onto this Immortal, as ReGen Divine's pretty split up between top, mid, and bot.
Yep, they are moving up in order to harass this ETC. ETC is going to run back. Tygus goes in and clears out the Shaman Resurrector. I don't quite know what his name is.
I know he's a shaman, and that is it. Technically, shamans are resurrectors, so we'll just call him Shaman Man. But it looks like we do get some stuns onto this Joanna. ETC gets pretty low. ETC is gonna go down here, as ICC Valkyrie is gonna get the first objective here.
Steak is confirmed for dinner. We also do have Slice moving up, picking up both of those experience orbs. If you didn't know, every one of those things, aside from obviously healing you and giving you mana, is also worth 2 minion kills. So it is good to go ahead and make sure you get them. Every little bit helps.
Is Slice cutting the beef? Is he cutting the steak? All right, Immortal getting pretty melted down, and it looks like Immortal's not going to be able to get the wall. Oh, there, right here, he gets the wall, and just barely dead before the tower goes down, or the turret goes down, but the rest of ICC Valkyrie is going to be able to get the rest of the tower, or rest of the turret down. Oh my goodness.
We do have level 7 picked up for both teams. Surprisingly, a general lack of questing talents being picked up. The only ones really are Hanzo's Redemption, that puncturing arrow coming from the Valhalla, and we do go and have Subdue, which is an objective-based talent, not really a questing talent. You either get it or you don't.
That is very true. And once again, ReGen Divine, the past 2 games, they've been pretty low on XP. They were able to catch up last game in XP, but still in the start of it, pretty low. So lane clear, not in their favor. But we do have ETC and Tracer down in this bottom lane, getting the neutral siege camp as 3 members of ICC Valkyrie are coming in on this.
We do have Valkyries being aggressed upon up in the top lane by the 3 of them. It looks like she will go ahead and shift back. Heal up in the... It's always weird. Like, what is in the Hall of Storm that heals you up so quickly? Is that ever explained? Do I get to make up my own solution?
I don't know. I think it is explained, but I don't remember how. I need more Heroes of Storm lore. We had Orphea. That gave us a little thickening in it, but I need more. Microsoft owns Heroes of Storm now, so maybe we'll get more out of it.
Netflix series, let's go.
If League of Legends can get it, we can get it. Here we are, 4v2 up here in the mid. Joanna and Murden fighting the rest of ReGen Divine, and there goes the Joanna. Joanna is going to go down. Unstoppable used onto the Murden. Murden is going to have to back out a little bit, but ICC Valkyrie was able to get to the objective down to half health.
Yeah, and the death timers are very, very short. We are only 5 seconds away from Johanna's return. Looks like Slice is already in here. Going to go ahead and hit the Immortal with both axe and hammer.
Are those now? Would he switch them? Can he always switch them out? You know, just flip them. That should be an emote there where he tosses them in the air and switches hands with them. I think that would be cool.
Hey, I wish I knew their actual names. I know they have names, but I'm not that much of a lore nerd.
I'm assuming maybe the hammer is like Mjolnir, because that's the whole, aesthetic of Murden. Maybe someone in chat knows. So someone in chat knows the names, they can tell us. But Tychus popping Odin up as level 10s are up. There's Bloodlust, so no Ancestral coming out from Rhaegar, which is pretty surprising. And Hanzo taking the oh my gosh, Dragon Strike instead of the Stun Arrow.
So I just want to say something in order to terrify you.
What is it?
Bloodlust plus Tychus plus bigger they are.
Oh yeah, that's scary. That's super scary.
This would be one of those awkward moments where you go in as ETC or as a new Barak, and then all of a sudden Tychus looks at you and you're like, oh, I mean, you're not, oh, okay, I'm dead.
Oh, I blinked. Where did I go? We do have level 10s for the side of ICC Valkyrie. We do have Reign of Vengeance. We have Avatar, Bloodlust, Odin, and Falling Sword. Or Falling Sword.
Meanwhile, on the side of ReGen Divine, we do go and see Cocoon, Shadow Stalk, Quantum Spike, Mosh Pit, and the Dragon Strike. No Dragon Arrow this time around. We've got two little flying dragons going num 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 num.
All right, we do have ICC Valkyrie rotating bot as ReGen Divine did get the bot camp while ICC Valkyrie got the top camp. Tracer starting, yes, she's starting onto their bruiser camp as Joanna rotates, but it looks like ICC Valkyrie's coming in to fight this here.
They are up a level, no talent here, but they do have an extra 4% health and 4% damage. There's a big old hammer coming through. Rift is going to go ahead and lose some redemption stacks. There is the Bloodlust coming down.
And Odin was used as well as ICC Valkyrie takes the bruiser camp. Slice getting some heavy damage. Tyrande getting very low, but she's able to escape out of there, and so is the rest of ReGen Divine. And it looks like ICC Valkyrie is going to take this top fort now.
Yeah, unfortunately, the shaman got a little bit distracted and wandered off away from his dogs. It's like, I'm going to take you all on minion away. Oh, this is a terrible idea.
All right, now we have objective up. Oh my goodness, look at that. I blinked and it's already halftime now. Look at that. I blinked I did a nice little blinkety blink, and ICC Valkyrie taking it straight to halftime as they choose their level 13s here.
So yeah, it does look like a defensive formation coming out for ReGen Divine. They do not want to let their opponents move in and get another objective. They do have nice Bosch, but very, very nice interrupt as well. There went the arrow, but the arrow ended up a slight anti-synergy as Waterlong did get cocooned and saved from the...
Lots of deaths coming out of here. Trading deaths, Tracer able to kill the Murden, but right after Murden killed the Hanzo, but then Vala killing the Tracer. Joanna pushing in this bottom lane as Vala and Tychus finish out the objective. They're gonna have almost full shield here for this next objective, and this could possibly end it. We do have Tracer and Hanzo coming back up now. I know it's a little early to say that they can end it, but man, they've been doing phenomenal in these team fights, as they do have 6 kills versus 2. If they just 5-man push this and get some more kills here, I think they can end it here. They're doing really good right now.
Yeah, this is an objective that cannot end the game by itself, but if they manage to get a couple kills, that absolutely can just push all the way through.
Interesting.
So it is a question, can ReGen Divine to protect this without really exposing themselves and getting collapsed upon?
We do see Odin use and Bloodlust. There goes Hanzo's double dragons there. Not really nomming too much. Shadow Shock was used as well. There's a lot of defense, not too much defense coming out of ReGen Divine, as ICC Valkyrie is going to take this keep here. There goes Slice down to half health. Rain of Vengeance was used, but no one was on it. ETC is just hard pushing this bottom in for some reason.
I was gonna say, yeah, ETPC is not defending. They've gone through the keep. They are on core.
ETC, you coming back now.
This is one of those things that would cause fights in Storm League. Like, we kind of need you now.
Exactly, and shockingly, ICC Valkyrie's backing up. I'm not sure why. They could have ended it here. They have the win advantage as they have been winning the team fights. The most low I saw was Joanna, but Joanna, she did use her Blessed Shield and all their talents were used. I don't know, I think they could have won this. Joanna did go bottom. Here comes the rest of ReGen Divine trying to get them to the Siege Camp, but Siege Camp was taken from ICC Valkyrie. There is the 2 hungry dragons, but not eating anyone up.
It is going to move through there. This is 5 versus 4 in favor of ReGen Divine up here because Johanna is almost re-engaged. She's on her way up right now.
There's the Mosh here, but Mosh is getting interrupted by ReGen Divine, or by Rain of Vengeance, and Shield, not Blessed Shield. Oh my goodness, I'm just mixing up all my words right now. But Tracer and ETC and Tyrande are gonna go down here, and looks like ICC Valkyrie is finally gonna go ahead and push in and try to take the rest of the core. It is at 56% health with the shield. Wallow, very low. Cocoon on the Murden. He's going to go down. All that's left is Hanzo. Hanzo, can you 1v5 the team? No, you cannot as you go down. And this series is going to go to ICC Valkyries.
Winning 3-1, getting kind of, I don't want to say dominated, but very, very, very... decidedly beaten in game 1, and then they came back. They said, all right, we went back, we watched the replay, we got our minds in the idea of what happened, and games 2, 3, and 4 were just entirely different teams.
Super different teams. But real quickly, let's go through the game summary here. Very big differences here. As siege damage, we do have Joanna with 70,000 and ETC with 35. Hero damage, we have 32,000 coming from Tychus, and Hanzo with 32,000 as well. Very neck and neck. It was about, if I can math right, 300 and something difference there. With the healing, we have Rhaegar with 47,000 and Tyrande with 39. Self-healing, 16,000 from Murden and 18,000 from ETC. And finally, XP, we have 12,000 from Joanna and 11,000 from ETC. 2 kills on the side of ReGen Divine, and then a whopping 11 kills from ICC Valkyrie. ICC Valkyrie being at level 17, while ReGen Divine being at level 15.
Yeah, very, very, very rapidly run game.
Yeah, that was a quick game. Almost 14 minutes that last game. All right, let's see if we can get ICC Valkyries in here for a winners interview.
I vote yes for whatever that's worth.
All right. What a good series, though. I'm glad we were at least bringing it out to 4 games here.
Oh yeah, I said at the beginning I do not want a 3-game series. If I'm going to be casting the best of 5, I better at least get to game 4. I obviously always want a game 5. That's the goal, but I'm not going to be upset about only seeing a game 4.
All right, and it looks like they're gonna come in here just a second. I just had the captain DM me. She's like, "Is it just the captains, or can we have the whole team?" I was like, "It's finals, baby. Bring everyone in." And here they come.
Everyone that wants to come in is absolutely welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome on in.
Thanks. Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you guys feeling right now?
We just sat there for like I think 30 seconds trying to figure out if we just won.
Yeah.
I want to go
Yeah.
again. Let's go again.
I'm down for a game 5. Let's do it.
I will cast another game for sure. You can't stop me.
Well, Raka, do you want to start off with some questions for me?
For you or for the team?
Both. Both. You're asking the questions for me.
Oh yes, where'd you get such a nice shirt?
What's actually funny about that is that I designed this sort of about a year and a half ago, and I just drew the shirt. I've had to like reproduce it ever since.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Love it.
I am a big fan of it. I want to like get one in real life now.
You know what you can do? You go to Walmart and grab, because I have I have the exact shirt. It's a male's t-shirt with the symbol on it, green and yellow, and then you just cut off the sleeves. And there you go.
Perfect. There you go.
You think I won't do it, but I will.
Listen, if I find I think I actually did that. I think that's exactly what I did. I turned into a workout shirt / doing my hair shirt because I bleach my hair a lot. So there's like little bleach stains that like give it some more character, I like to call it.
Hey, I love it.
But looking back at game number 1 was of course on Braxis, which was a map that you guys had picked out. And they kind of just were all over the map. What did you guys think after you finished that map? And what did you? Because you guys definitely seemed to
my gosh.
turn
I
it
thought it
around.
was gonna be a rough night, Raka. I thought it was gonna be a rough one.
It started with I like Braxis, and then I don't like Braxis anymore.
Braxis is the best map. Shut your mouth.
Oh, okay.
It's my favorite map. Most nights.
Oh, Raka got her favorite map while I didn't.
What's your favorite?
Towers of Doom.
Oh.
It got banned.
We didn't ban it. We didn't ban it though. They did.
No,
We were
I
like
know.
that
to do
map.
it.
You know what? This is the karma for ReGen Divine. They banned Towers of Doom. Now they lost. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Towers of Doom comes for you in karmic ways like that. I've heard it's very spiritual map.
I'm trying to remember back onto that. I was very, very interested, and Valk Slays, maybe you don't want it, but I was very, very surprised
Yes.
based on the fact that they banned out the Leoric, and then they went Rexar up top, and you had the last pick. I was surprised to see Sonya as opposed to the Deathwing that obviously made an appearance in game number 3.
Yeah. You know, wait, what map was that?
That was we're talking about Braxis now.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I was wondering why I didn't go Deathwing that game.
I thought they banned it the final one.
Did they? Well, the
No,
first game, I picked Sonya thinking it was a comfort pick for me and got showed up by a very impressive Rexar player. I was expressing that to my team that I was nervous about that Rexar player going on, but we have talked a lot about dealing with Rexar. Descendran, who plays Assassin, I've talked with him a lot about offlaning against Rexar. Just still figuring it out.
Yeah, I'm a Rexar main, so I love the fact that you don't know how to beat him.
Yeah, no, you win that one.
So
Well-
that was
Go ahead.
that was just the big thing, because there's like two heroes that are very, very good into Rexar, and I'm like, as we're in the lobby, I'm just like, okay, here we go. Valk is really, really good at Deathwing. This is a perfect Deathwing comp, and then Sonya comes in. I'm just like, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they banned the Deathwing, did they?
No, weirdly enough, they banned Leoric, which is
Yes,
even more
that's right.
why I was like,
Felt
oh,
like
well,
I
this
had
is-
a reason, but it was probably nerves that I've been thinking a lot about playing Sonya, and I think I just kind of was like, I can do this against Rexar. I've done this in, Storm League at some point. But all glory to the team, because I think we also changed our tune a lot in the games to follow, and we're really quick on rotations after that first game. So we all kind of just came together and figured it out.
Definitely. And well, in game 2, they picked Dragonshire. How are you guys feeling about going to Dragonshire?
We were like right before we started, like we played a couple games together before we started, or before the series started, and out of nowhere there's like, why don't you bring back your KTZ? And I'm like, okay. So we played one game of KTZ before we started the series, and I was like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, we have a couple of really flexible damage players, don't we?
Can't ban us out.
I was
So I actually haven't played my KTZ in NGS yet, so that was the first time I brought it out.
Really came out and rocked it.
I loved the specifically the KTZ, just because it was basically just like, oh, you want to teleport in to heal someone, Brightwing? Let's go.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was just waiting and spacing out all of my stuns and my roots to counter the Brightwing's abilities.
Yeah, your guys's your Kel'Thuzad was really, I know looking at the draft, I was like, Kel'Thuzad, I'll have to see how they play, because it can be really hit and miss nowadays. You either have a Kel'Thuzad player who just murders you and you're just like, oh, I hate this, or you have a Kel'Thuzad player who's kind of like, okay, that was too easy. But yeah, your Kel'Thuzad really brought it out, and like you said, you were able to time out your stuns and everything onto that Brightwing, and really giving that Brightwing a hard time there.
My team also told me to kidnap the Diablo at every opportunity.
Yeah, punish him.
Keep him in our team.
Yeah,
Gotta focus
were
that
like,
and get out.
don't help him get out.
don't pull him out. Keep him in.
Yeah, I like shooting Diablos on Tychus.
Diablo's at Tychus. I like that. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you guys did a lot of body blocking on that poor Diablo. There is quite a few times where you just guys took him, threw him in a cup, and put a jar in him and said, you ain't going nowhere. You're dying today.
Yep.
Yeah, I was really
Felt
proud of how
good.
ready we were for those just jumping on one hero. Like, that feels like a really big thing we've grown on over the course of the season. So it was awesome.
Speaking of kidnapping, though, that does very, very nicely segue into game number 3, where they brought out the Stitches Kidnap comp. Other than just have Deathwing stand in the way, what was your kind of plan to deal with that if they did hook someone that they weren't supposed to?
Stand behind
Water to the
Deathwing.
rescue.
If it was water, just keep doing what you're doing and wait for his death timer.
He'll get out.
or he'll live.
And it was my life mission to just be annoying.
I was gonna say, during the game, because I'm a Lucio player as well, and majority of the time I go high 5, And I like how you went sound barrier this time. That is really going against the whole Jaina Malfurion Stitches. Sound barrier is really good against that comp. And yeah, they kept hooking you, gorging you, and you were able to wall ride and get out of there. And if needed, you were able to also use your sound barrier to save your team if they got gorged out. And you just, those sound barriers, as a Lucio player, chef's kiss. They were just perfect timing almost every single time.
I had a good
Yeah,
time
water.
giving my tank a heart attack that game.
Every game we're giving Slice heart attacks.
Oh my god, y'all stress me out. Like, no, where are you going? Come back!
I'm going to the right.
I'm scared. Come back!
Chasing. There's objective.
Well, and also, Voxlays, you were able to play Deathwing. How were you feeling about getting able to play Deathwing?
So excited to get that last pick in a situation and a map where I feel really good on Deathwing with a comp that I felt really complemented the hero. I was so happy to be playing Deathwing there. It was a long and difficult game, but my favorite hero probably in the game, so pretty happy.
So I do have to ask, moving forward into game number 4 at this point. So was your draft like planned the entire time, or were you legitimately just having an argument about who was going to be the tank, so you both went tanks and then just
Oh, no, that
Nope,
was
not at all. This was
No.
an offlane Johanna from the get-go.
Yeah, as soon as they picked the ETC, Valk was like, can I Johanna? I could Johanna here. You guys want me to Johanna? And then she did, and it worked out really well. I think we pivoted our draft a little bit there because of the Anubarak pickup. But what we managed to get instead obviously worked really well, and I guess I don't know.
I
just
sort of
didn't-
thought that they did something interesting in the draft with the sort of double tank, so I had the
also did double
opportunity to last pick another counter to what I thought could help the team in that
And it
scenario.
worked so
and
well.
wasn't really
And
expecting
I
the
got-
mosh pit though. And
Yeah, I was
would've
thinking it
been-
was going to be a stage dive so that ETC could soak and then join the fight at any point in time. The mosh was a little unexpected.
Well, I like
All I
how you
remember
guys.
hearing.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, all I remember hearing about going, he moshed me top lane, but I have used my D.
Perfect wording. Perfect wording. I like how you guys went for this 4th game. You finally chose Joanna. Why didn't you guys choose Joanna any of the other games? She never got banned. The other team never picked her, and you guys never did. Why is that?
we talked a little about taking her game 1, right? Like in our last
Yeah,
5 seconds
we-
of deciding what we were taking to tank.
It was one of those things where, like, I made a game time decision and snapped the ETC and regretted it deeply. I think, I don't know if necessarily picking the Johanna would have saved that game in game 1, but I think we would have had an easier time keeping the front line alive because ETC is just way too squishy. He just was getting popped all over the place. But I think in general we deprioritize her as like a tank role just because I don't know, she just doesn't, she's not super great with our playstyle. She does okay, but it's just we have other things that I think we prioritize over her right now.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if we don't take her, we don't tend to ban her though, because with our
Yeah.
playstyle, we also just tend to walk past her and kill her backline anyways.
Yeah.
So
Oh, we got Mama Lynch in the chat now.
Hey.
I guess
Hey!
she said she went AFK for like 20 minutes. She came back to you guys winning, seeing the winner screen. All right, Raka, do you have any other questions before I get into my basic questions I normally do?
The only thing I always ask whenever we do have a team, can you tell me where the name ICC Valkyries comes from?
Oh, don't make me go over this again. I guess I named the team after myself is the word on the
We name
streets,
our
but
team like we name our
Uh.
Pokemon.
That's
It-
the lore.
yeah. So, it actually started with talks between me and Lich Queen from ICC, who runs ICC. We had talked a long time ago about another team. I saw her list of, names she'd thought about for teams, and here we are now with me and Valk on the ICC Valkyries. Like, Lich Queen, if you can remind me what happened in between that and now, let me know. But Valkyrie and I played on the ICC Queens together prior to moving over to the Valkyries and working on this team.
And I was asked to join.
Better.
Don't let the C confuse you. I was asked to join.
Also, I just want to say ICC Queens, that sounds like an amazing team full of amazing people.
Oh yeah, big fan.
Yep.
No
Three of us
bias
have been on
there.
ICC Queens, right? Because
Yep.
I was on it way before, like
Mhm.
several
Oh, the
seasons
olden
ago.
days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
many moons ago.
All right, Deckard.
What, Deckard?
Yeah,
Calling me?
Stay a while in history.
exactly.
Oh.
Oh.
Shout out Weenus.
All right, well, my next question, kind of following the name question, I didn't ask you guys this last time, but why did you guys choose the color, the bronzy goldish color for your logo?
Okay, I think I can't take credit for that one. I really.
That's all
my favorite
Queen.
color.
Mama Queen.
Oh, she chose the color.
Queen was into it.
Well, she'll have to answer it in chat. All right. I've already asked you these questions before, but we are on the NGS channel, so there are people here who didn't watch when I streamed your semi-finals, so I'm going to ask them again. Why did you guys join NGS?
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
And we like playing this video game, and we like playing it competitively and meeting new people and hanging out and having a good old-fashioned good time.
I joined because that's the only way I can get people to pick up my potions.
I was like, okay, guys, she's asked this once before. You should know the answers now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just basically said that I started with the Girls Gang Squad community, and they introduced me to competitive heroes, and I was just like, this is really fun. And then I ran into Valk, and they're like, do you want to join do you want to join the ICC community? And then I tried out for the Queens, and ended up making it on there, and then the rest is history.
Here we are. Yeah, I really big fan of the game and the community, and playing it in this way just really highlights all that's so great about it and the people that play it. So, yeah.
All right, and following that question is any advice to anyone who wants to play in NGS or really get into the competitive side of HOTS?
Just do
Do
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just do-
just do it.
Yeah, join the NGS Discord and chat with some people and
Yeah.
check out the sections where people are recruiting for teams and looking for stuff and just kind of dive right in. Can't hurt.
All right, Rocco, do you have any other questions for them before I ask my final one that will end it all? That sounds
Nope.
horrible.
No, I'd asked all the questions that I had thought up already.
All right, well, final question for you guys. Any shout outs that you would like to give?
Mama Queen.
Thanks, Mama
Yeah.
Queen. Thanks, NGS. Thanks, organizers. Thanks, casters.
Yeah, thank you for casting.
Of
And
course.
thanks to my family and friends watching too. Thanks. Appreciate you all.
Well, all right. If that's everything for you guys, congratulations winning your division. Whoop whoop. And
Wow.
soon you're gonna go against whoever wins the Division C East. Or is there? Oh, you know what? That's another question. Is there a specific team you're hoping wins in the C East division that you'd like to go against?
I haven't actually.
It's Die for Vision and Almost Legends Ruby, the two top seeds.
Oh, they didn't have any upsets, really, did they?
Not much, really. No.
Die for
Oh.
Vision sounds like a good matchup.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
feels like a good name. I
Not
like
bad.
the name.
Great style.
Looks like you guys need to do some studying on your soon future enemy.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's
Yep.
kind of been a run through these playoffs and finals. We're gonna
Well,
take a breather and yeah, check out
I will
the
tell you
competition.
that their game is happening at it says 8:30
writing
on
down.
Thursday. Interesting. That's not the time I was told.
Oh, they already put it up? This morning it wasn't even put up yet, so I'm glad to see that got put up.
Is that Central or Pacific?
Yet that I have to verify because when I was asked to cast, that is not the time I was told. So
I'm co-casting, right?
maybe. That's in a lot of days. I have to confirm the time first.
Well, all right. Well, congratulations, guys, on winning your finals. And
Thank you.
don't celebrate too hard tonight, all right?
Oh,
I'm going to bed.
yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
bed.
Got work in the
Late.
morning.
I'm sick. I'm going to bed.
Aw.
Oh,
Go to
appreciate you,
bed,
team.
dream
Appreciate you,
of the
cast.
wins.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much for
thank you so much.
casting.
Oh, yeah, no problem. All right. Well, you guys have a good night and have fun celebrating in your dreams.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good night.
GG's. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
All right. It's back to just me and you, Raka. How you feeling right now?
Feeling very like that was a great series. I was a little nervous after game 1 because game 1 was so like dominant to one side. I was like, oh, don't let this be the way the series goes, and thankfully it turned around.
Definitely, yeah. I was a little worried after game 1. Game 2 got super hyped that ICC Valkyries were able to take the win. Game 3, it didn't matter to me who won. I was hoping for the game 5, of course, as a caster, but honestly, I'm very happy that ICC Valkyries won. Such a great team. Both teams, honestly, such a great team, and just a great series overall.
Very much so. I think that we would have gotten a game 5 if they hadn't invoked the curse of towers.
Yes, if ReGen Divine didn't ban my gosh dang towers and played it, they have learned their lesson now. They know for next season, don't ban Towers of Doom on a 5 game series.
It's just like killing off the like neutral creep on a StarCraft 2 map. If you got that reference, you're awesome. If you didn't, well.
Hey, I don't know StarCraft. You want to fight or something? But all right, before I end